Welcome back to Rise of the Runelords Edition.
Edition.
Who remembers
Wow.
what happened last time oh so long ago?
We're at camp. The bad man camp. Obsidian Tower. What was it called?
The Black
I
Tower.
think pretty much we just traveled, killed a few ogres, and are now on our way.
Yes.
We climbed a giant staircase.
The
Yeah.
stairs of
Well,
evil.
some of us did. Others flew up there.
Exactly one of you did, actually.
Exactly one of us did.
It's
While
the
others just ran.
the stairs of pain.
The stairs of pain.
I just realized they are literally giant stairs. Because they're made for giants.
Yeah, in all meanings of the term.
Yeah. But yes, we just barely ended with you guys cresting over a little hill to witness the area. Let me get a party thing just in case so you guys can move around and stuff. 1 second.
Gotta keep track of 2 sheets.
So you guys would be peering out over this hill here, and I can read a description of the place. All right, the mountains give way here to a wide valley perched on the upper edge of a cliff overlooking the Mushgal River, which is down here. At the western edge of the valley entrance, a lone watchtower stands upon a low hill, but this structure is overshadowed by the larger one that looms in the valley proper. Here stands a ring-shaped stone wall, 50 feet in height and surrounded by several buildings, the most impressive of which is a looming black tower with blade-like crenellations that overlooks the river gorge. Within the ring, a 150-foot tall stone spire rises, surrounded by 3 low buildings. Apart from the Black Tower, 5 smaller towers are built into the fortress wall. One of these towers is wider than the others and seems to be the only gateway into the courtyard within. And I have a handout for this.
Hand out.
Hopefully with less nudity.
It is showing the bare walls of the structure.
Scandalous.
Avert your eyes, architect.
Ah!
Okay. I also
so
imagine we
you,
can't actually see the river here.
Yeah, you can't quite see the river, but you can
Okay.
see where the cliff ends. And from your travels up here, you have kind of seen that there is a river at the bottom of this area, so it's safe to assume. However, based on the multitudes of camps dotting the area around there with separate smoke piles for each, it does not seem like it is a place that can easily be approached. Oh, and also you do notice moving large figures inside of the watchtower over here, and I'm guessing you hide. You're not just standing in the middle.
Yeah.
It's easy enough from that distance, but if you were just standing on the hill, it might be a little obvious.
So walking in isn't an option. I don't think we can sneak with all these people here. And a giants, I guess. I can guess that they're giants or orcs.
With the size of them, yeah, none of them are any smaller than an ogre.
How much higher are we than the walls?
From where you are now, probably like with like the hill, you're probably at about the same level as the wall, at the top of the wall.
Okay, so we can't like really see over here at all.
Not really, no, but you can
Okay.
see smoke piles indicating more
Yeah.
camps. If you'd like, you can make a perception check.
Sure.
Trent, let's show him.
I have an okay
My
perception.
Very slow.
It is very far. The only reason I'm asking for this check is because I think Ven's really the only one who can technically kind of see it, just because you have your you reduce the penalties for distance, which is
Oh
really
yeah, I
helpful.
do because I have expertise.
Yeah, so with your eagle eyes, Ven, you can actually see a cave entrance way over there at the top of this mountain. Not
Right
sure
over
where it
here.
goes to, but it's over there. Yep.
Well, there's a cave over there. But what are we gonna do about this? Kind of gestures to everything. We can't really fly over, and we can't really walk to the castle.
Important thing you also notice. Peering at this big stone pillar thing, this weird spike out of the ground, you do see that a top portion of it is somewhat hollowed out, and you do see what appear to be a couple of rocks nesting, which are,
Giant
for those
birds.
who don't know, yes, gargantuan-sized birds.
Oh, wonderful. They got rocks.
Yeah, there's lots of them in the mountains.
Yeah, but I'm guessing these ones are trained since they're in that little. Is it a stalactite? I would say.
Big stone spike. It doesn't
It's
seem it's not natural by any means, but it also doesn't look like it's made out of brick. It's very odd.
The spike thing.
Right, well, how would you suggest we approach?
Can we climb under it?
Climb under?
I mean, can we dig us a tunnel under it? I think that would be the easiest way.
Yeah, we could
'Cause
probably get there.
Have you had giants throw rocks at you? Because they can throw pretty far.
No. With your idea, we could probably get there in a couple months.
Probably.
That'll leave us in a bit of a problem with, them raiding everywhere else.
I was teasing.
We could try that cave, see if it leads underneath.
What cave? You said over there.
Kinda points at the other mountainside.
Is that too far though? Do we know if that's even part of the structure?
I mean, it might be easier to get to. I guess we could try that cliff face and see if we can get to the gate that way.
See if there's a path along the ridge.
Yeah, hidden path or something. Let's head there first. Try not to get spotted.
Right.
Doing so without being seen would require moving through these mountains, which is doable, slow, but not hard.
Well, we're gonna have to do it. I prefer not 100 giants up our butt.
Is that the plan?
I think that's a good one. What about you, Gish? You have any other ideas?
No, not really. I'm better in the air than anywhere else, but the rocks are going to take us down faster than we could save
All right.
help.
I prefer not going into an army-based camps.
Or we're going in, either way.
All right. So, is a consensus to make your way through the mountains this way?
Yes.
Yeah, unless someone. Oh, it's Smither. No, we should just charge in.
Smithers isn't like dumb.
I bet we can. No, I know he wouldn't say. He probably wouldn't even say anything. He'd just say, "Okay."
Yeah. Yep. And you guys make your way along. The mountain travel is a bit rockier and steeper in some areas, but not treacherous.
Not a problem for our group either.
Yep, not really. You guys are pretty skilled at this by now. And eventually you come out from this little valley of mountains here. It only takes a couple of hours for you to get out to this point. And were you peering over the cliff? There are some things, perception checks. Then you easily notice a pair of tunnels, caverns. It looks like. Smithers also notices them. There's one that seems to be about 50 feet up from the river here, and another that seems to be about 250 feet up from the river.
It looked like tunnels over there. I could use those. Maybe does it look like they go into where the kind of fort is?
It definitely goes under it.
Well, I guess my digging plan might work out.
Yeah, look at you. Natural mole.
Only problem is, how do we... Oh, wait, no. We don't have a problem. Just fly us down.
Do we have a path we can walk along to save some time?
Is there a path, or they're just holes?
Not really a path along here. And anybody in these camps would probably notice you if you spent too much time walking this way on surface level.
Yeah. So I get... Is there anything out here in this area?
Out here would be another cliffside, and then more mountains going up from here.
Any kind of camps that way?
This way? No. There's over here is just very steep mountains that just keep going up. It doesn't seem like it's very sturdy for camping purposes.
I guess if you guys take us over here, we can then just travel and hide with the rocks. That's best possibility. If any of you guys have better ideas, just let me know.
Are you just flying there? Be quick. If guess maybe you can fly the horse again.
Yeah, how long would it take us to get there?
For distance, these measurements are about correct. So.
Oh, I thought we were flying to the other side right here, and then walking, and then going.
If you were walking over here, they would still be able to see you,
even with the mountain area.
Yeah, like we
well,
could try to
it's like
disguise ourselves as the rocks, but
the problem is that this is like one big mountainside, so there'd be no like area to go behind. You just kind of be on a big peak. But it would be a matter of minutes.
How long does fly? Oh wait, he's not here. How long does fly last, DM?
I believe it's minutes. I think it's a minute per level. So you would have more than enough time to get there.
to at least one of these holes.
Yeah.
Now, which one do we want to go in?
Yeah, we have to pick now. Is there any defining features about them you could see?
Anything special, DM?
Both of them appear to be natural caverns. That's all that you can really see from here. I guess let me double check.
This one looks smaller, so I'm guessing that one's smaller.
Actually, quite the opposite. This map is a little weirdly drawn in some places. For instance, this structure is not actually this wide and stuff. They blow a lot of stuff up. This entrance is actually a bit smaller, or a bit wider. This one is a bit smaller.
Well, one looks more human-sized, not giant-sized.
Both of them are larger. Well,
giants.
one of them looks like it's giant size. The other one looks like it's bigger than giant size.
All right, so we have giant size and bigger than giant size. What would you prefer?
Giant size sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think we need that much space. I guess if you fly us in, we can look and see if there are any problems with the cave before we just hop in there.
All right, Van, you remember how to not interrupt my wing flaps?
Yeah, we've been flying for a bit.
Let's go.
All right, and go you do. As you fly, you land in a yucky sort of cave.
What does it smell like?
It smells very earthy. It doesn't smell that bad. However, it crawls. There are countless bloated, many-legged insects trampling over one another as they carpet the floor and climb the walls.
How big are these insects?
Just small, just tiny little buggies. Some of them are bigger than others, like the size of your fist, but they're not
This time,
aggressive.
guys, we don't need light.
Hmm?
I put on my goggles of night vision.
That means well, Smither still needs to see.
So
Wait, doesn't he have low
Vermish.
light?
Low light, but not dark vision.
Oh,
So it's
doesn't-
better, not great.
And Thrimish needs it.
But that does mean you can.
I
sneak
thought
into a
everyone
place-
had low light vision.
It does mean you can sneak into a place alone without having to bring a torch with you, which is very good for sneaking.
Yeah. Gish has a spell, but he doesn't. You don't want to always have to cast that, right?
Yeah.
But yes, you hear the sounds of just a million clicking bug legs. And looking deeper in, you see what appear to be very thick fallen webs.
Sorry, that was meant just to be able to read it, not. Oh.
That's fine.
So do we want a torch? You want me to sneak in ahead and see what there is?
Yeah, good luck with the bugs. They'll be able to see
Alright.
you as well as you can see them.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sneaky, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna check ahead. Alright, I'm gonna stealth and see what's in these two halls, kind of.
All right, give me a perception.
Oh, that's Smithers.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, fun fact. Your perception is good enough that even though they rolled a natural 20, you beat them.
I'm my god. Let's just stop, look up.
Looking this way towards where all these fallen webs are, you see something that makes your stomach turn. At first you think, oh, it's just a large spider, but you quickly realize it is not just a large spider, but the carcass of a spider that inside of its discarded carapace is crawling spiders. It is a spider full of spiders.
Am I? Did I have to roll for stealth or?
Roll me a stealth, please. Yeah.
+5.
+5. Is that not with the +5 already, or is that
No, it's just at the bottom.
okay? Yeah.
I didn't add it
Um,
because
it,
I think because
does-
if I get my cloak taken away, it goes away.
Okay, yeah. So you look over and you see that there are 3 of these horrible monstrosities. They do not seem to see you.
Start backing up. Well, guys, there are giant spiders that are dead with spiders in them. How would you like to proceed?
If they're just little spiders, then why don't we go?
No. How big were they?
Giant sized.
They're not just giant. There's giant spiders inside a giant spider.
Giant spiders and a giant spider.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like bigger and taller than you, sized.
Well, we have the other cave if we want, or
I don't know. How good are you guys with killing giant spiders?
I mean, we've done it once.
Okay. If this is what you want. Smithers, mind getting up there? I'll get up there.
Did you give him like a stitch inflection?
No.
Ah.
It's
think
because my
you-
tongue still hurts, so I rolled it a little too much.
It sounds
I
like
see.
you put in a little bit of Brody Dorf into there.
Yeah, I probably did.
I'm just picturing a automaton, so.
I'll get up there.
Exactly.
Androids are a thing in the Pathfinder world.
That is true.
Yeah, and a guy that lives in the sun, apparently.
Okay. I know this is gonna be a
No.
bit of a side tangent. Why is it gotta be
What?
spiders? We're having an issue with spiders at the apartment right now. Why does it have to be spiders?
Mmm, yummy.
Yay. All right. How do you initiate?
Can Brody?
Tika and Smithers, have them roll perceptions to see if they can see where they are.
I already rolled Smithers is 21. Can
Do
you
we-
see him?
Okay, Smithers and Sika cannot pinpoint them in the webs.
Does Smithers get a bonus for Ven pointing him out?
I guess I'll give you guys. Yeah. In that case, yeah. Smithers is able to point them out, and Thermish, you can see them. That's a good point.
We could start this with a maxed fireball.
You could totally delete them if you decide. But I would rather you save your heavier spells when we get inside the dungeon. The cave.
The longer we go, the less spells I'm gonna have.
Whatever you decide.
Can you
Let's
do it
do
without
this.
collapsing the cave on top of us?
As far as I know, fireball is just an explosion of fire. There's like no force behind it.
Yes, there's not a lot of force behind a fireball. Other than the force of flames being pushed into the body.
After you, then.
I can do it from back here because fireball is wonderful and has a long range spell.
Indeed. So I guess surprise round, starting with Thermish having the surprise round with a maximized fireball, I'm guessing. Everyone roll initiative.
Really struggling to see him here.
I'll light them up for you.
Yeah, thankfully the fire actually removes their webs, which makes them blatantly obvious. Alright. Everybody on the initiative.
Yes.
Alright, and remind me, maximized fireball for you right now is
It's
10 times 6, just so 60.
10d6, it's 60 because I'm level 11.
Alright, so they will make 3 fortitude save, or reflex saves among them. What is the DC?
20.
One of them succeeds.
Nice. They still get hit.
The rest of them are bloodied. And you can see a good amount of these spiders that are crawling on their bodies on the outside are incinerated,
Nice.
effectively removing the swarm effect that they had. And that is Thermish's surprise round. Ven!
I'm going to throw my knives. What else can I do? There's 2 attacks.
Let's see. First one hits.
Do I get sneak?
You sure do. He has not acted yet.
Good yeah.
With the help of the fireball, this one is defeated as you slice right into its head. Crumbles.
I'm guessing my other one didn't hit.
Did not.
I'll get disadvantage on that one, but I'll throw another dagger.
Yes, so that one will be at minus 1, 2, 3. Minus 3 on the attack. for this one.
Remember, I have long shots, so...
Yes. It would normally be a minus 6, so it's a minus 3 with long shot.
Just the first one.
Ooh, does
16.
not strike.
I didn't think so. It's just
Worth
a little...
doing.
Yeah, in case I
Thermish
get a
again.
crit.
You said Thermish again?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, second and Smithers are so low on the other. Oh, are we out of it? Are we out of the surprise round?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just normal.
Yep.
Okay.
High initiative and surprise round is very good combo.
Let me see what this spell does real quick, because I thought I had more time between my last one and now. We're gonna go through and try a flare burst.
it's a stun. Or wait, that just dazzles them. Okay.
Yep.
All right, they will make fortitude save. One of them succeeds. The second one fails,
Dazzled for a minute.
which unfortunately isn't the most debilitating of effects, but it's helpful. This one comes skittering out with a charge, as it will charge over here. You see Ash weeping out of its body where spiders normally would be. And it will lunge at Sika. So
Of course.
With a 28 hits you, Sika.
Yeah.
That will be 20 piercing damage.
What the crap? Why does Sika always get beat up?
And make
You're
a
just so
fortitude save.
unlucky.
I have decent fort.
Yep, you feel fine. That one is dead. This one comes skittering out and cannot do much. Smithers.
A 5-foot step on Yanup, and he'll 3 attack this one. Ba 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 ba.
The first swing is enough as he takes it down. This one very much so softened by a certain fireball explosion.
Nice.
Sika.
Get in there, Sika.
I'll use a rage round. Why not? To blood rage. As my flame erupts from my head, drips down my wings, and alights the wings. And I'll do a charge. A vital charge. Wham! That's the first one.
Wham! That's all it takes as you crash into it and cave its flimsy carapace in. And the insects in the area do not leave, but the hostile ones are taken care of or dispersed.
I mean, combat's over.
Indeed.
Alright. It could have gone way worse.
Fireball to start, very helpful.
And I am going to cast a dark vision on myself.
Just let me adjust that for you.
Doesn't Smithers have low light vision?
Yes.
Yes.
Same, I believe Sika also has low light vision.
I have dark.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I should just make it so you always have dark vision. Then
Me? Yeah, you might as well, because any cave we're in, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it on.
yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to try to make mine permanent by the permanency spell once I get enough money.
Yes. That's
Oh,
useful.
well, here's a problem. Is there any openings above us?
Perception check.
Well.
Then you easily see over here. It's a lot easier to see. You figured it would have been nearly impossible to see if all these webs were here still. But now that the webs have been burned away, you can see a very slight coverage that, like some rocks that are covering a tunnel.
Looks like someone tried to seal the people in, the
It's,
bugs in.
Easy enough to remove.
Alright, let's get removed.
Why can I never be fight the butterflies?
Why would we fight butterflies?
I mean, giant
Because
butterflies would be, I think, a lot scarier.
There is a. I was like curious. I looked up butterfly swarm. There is stats for death butterflies.
Oh,
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna sneak in and look around, okay? Give me a second. How tight is this area?
Tight enough or wide enough that you can walk without your shoulders touching the walls.
Is Yanup able to fit in here?
Yes.
All right, that's all I want to know. That way he doesn't have to summon in up later.
All right, yeah. As you go in ahead, I'm guessing that everyone's following you, just going a bit ahead, right?
Yep.
Give him a distance.
All right, yeah. Give me a perception and a stealth, please.
Meh.
Very nice, very nice. I'll move you over to a different map. I didn't do a lighting layer properly here.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I'll just leave it. Let it be a little scene. As you are going along, let me roll a thing. All right, yeah. As you're going along in this tunnel, you can see that it kind of branches out in certain places, but you can see a path that seems to be more commonly tread. Where do you take a lesser gone path or the trodden path?
What has been on the trodden path?
Oh, give me a perception for treks.
Yeah, scavenger coming in handy.
You look closely with your follow clues, and you can see that there are a lot of tracks of small humanoids that move through here.
Would I know any small humanoids that like to live with spiders and giants?
Knowledge, geography. No.
I can't think of anything. I go back to the others. Any of you know any like small creatures that live with giants and giant spiders?
Well, we know they've been working with the goblins, right? Is it goblinoid?
Would I remember that?
It's kind of tough to tell. The tracks you see do appear to have some form of footwear.
I gotta roll for Smithers because he actually has a good geography. What is Smithers?
He knows that spiders plus giants, there isn't really any small humanoids that commonly mingle with those two figures.
I had a cousin once that lived with giants. I don't know about spiders. All right. I proceed to keep going forward.
One important thing, as you, with your perceptions, you now notice the sounds of movement around in the tunnels around you. It sounds like something is converging.
On us?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the party. I'm gonna go back to the
this
party.
is while you're with the party.
Oh, this is while we're with the party. Looks like
Let me
we're
just,
getting some friends. Turns over.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure this is on. Okay, thank God.
I'm glad I turned on my dark vision for this.
Go and position yourself to where you would like to be.
Oh,
I'm
where's
know
the
what
head?
walking order is. The sounds are coming from each of these directions.
Oh.
Um,
Well, then I'll stay in this junction. Smither stays in the other one.
All right.
pretty much. Oh, wait, he needs to be on Yunup. Ah, gosh.
You've got the time as Ven is able to foretell of their coming a couple
Looks
rounds
like-
ahead.
Looks like we're gonna get some company.
As you hear quiet noises getting louder and louder, tiny footsteps going, yes!
Looks like we're gonna get some company and some fun.
Roll for initiative. As appearing at each of these
Jeez.
directions are little gnomish looking guys with red caps.
Oh, fudge.
They actually have an insta-kill move, don't they?
No.
Oh, they did in the video game.
I think they have special ones in the Kingmaker because it's all about Fae. I think there's a special ones that do the insta kill with their scythe.
Okay, okay.
They do wield scythes, which can be an insta kill with that crit range or crit multiplier. Let me roll their initiatives. As no surprise round for anyone, as everybody was aware of each other. This one comes skittering out of the darkness, wielding his scythe. Runs up to you, Sika, and swings it wildly. Does a 14 hit you?
Not yet.
All right. Thermish.
Not yet.
When I rage, my AC goes down.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make this difficult for them. And hopefully make this easier on Sika. We are gonna go through and do...
Where?
How long is the line itself for the wall of fire?
20 feet long per level. But really, as long as you need it to be.
So 20 feet long per level, and it's 220 feet long, huh?
Yeah. I think it does have to be a straight line.
Does that have to be straight line?
Yeah. Yeah, a sheet of flame. I would assume it's a line.
Can the line have curves at least? Or not?
I do not think so.
It's either a line or a circle, huh?
Yeah.
We're in a very bad place for this. Oh well.
I think technically you could have the line of the wall go like this, like this.
That's
Yeah.
as straight as I can get it.
Yeah, that's I think that counts as a straight line there.
And flame the heat pushing out,
Yes.
away from me and Sika.
What do they do? I always forget how wall of fire works.
An immobile blazing curtain of shivering violet fire springs in existence. One side of the wall, selected by you, spends 4 feet, lays either 2d4 points of damage to each creature within 10 feet, and 1d4 points goes past 10 feet within 20, so they take 2d4. The wall deals this damage when it appears into all creatures in the area on my turn.
And then they take more damage if they pass through it.
The wall deals 2d6 of fire damage plus 1 point of fire damage per caster level to any creature passing through it.
Okay. So yeah, roll the 2d4.
It also deals double damage to undeads.
Well, it was a 2d6 because they're counted as passing through it when it appears.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes, okay.
So that's the 2d6 plus 11.
Oh, interesting.
20.
Perfect.
And if they're undead, it's 40.
They're not undead. Do they get a save? It doesn't look like it. They are just on fire. Alright, yeah. These, a bunch of, looks like a bunch of angry old Fey men start going, "Arr!" as they are, a little spicy now.
Mm-hmm.
This one runs down and continues taking the damage. Roll me a 2d4 for this guy. As now he's pissed off. Runs over and tries to swing at Sika. Does a 22 hit Sika?
Yes.
You take 19 damage.
Does Sika get any form of cover from the wall of fire?
I would doubt it.
Yeah, no, not really.
But I like to make blood frenzy.
Alright. Meanwhile, over here, this one runs up to Smithers and swings.
I dare you.
A 20 does not hit Smithers.
Ha!
That's kind of why I gave the wall to Sika.
Yeah, he needs it more. This guy runs over, swinging. An 11 does not hit Smithers. Vend.
I'm gonna 5-foot step and. Dang, I wish I had an ability, but Throw a knife at him.
Ooh. Damn, that crit doesn't confirm by 1.
Oh, they have 20 AC? Got it. Okay. So
Do you
only one
happen
hit.
to have a crit focus?
Oh, no!
Damn.
Wait, let me double check. I'm gonna say no, because I haven't gone into that yet.
Yep, fair enough. You still do hit him, though, for a good 14
Oh,
damage.
crap! I forgot an ability.
What ability? Oh, you just throw a dagger at
I get to
initiative
throw a
roll.
dagger whenever we roll initiative. I
Damn.
forget. I forget sometimes.
That's okay.
And then I get one more attack.
Yes, that's right. So you're offhand. Throwing that. Ooh,
I'm guessing not.
does not hit. Smithers.
Can he smite evil?
Yes.
He'll do this one.
All right. Yes, these guys are evil.
That's at 3 now. What does smite evil do?
He has a macro that turns it on. A buff. Yeah.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Where it'll add his level to the damage and his charisma modifier to the attack.
Cool.
And then he can full attack that guy for massive damage.
Oh, did you already turn it on, or?
Oh, I thought you got it. You got it.
Sorry. I haven't really worked up learning all his stuff. I need to.
I got it.
You had opened it, so I thought you were gonna do it. So I was like, okay. I will kill you. Is it rolling?
There it
I
goes.
might have rolled twice, just to let you know.
Damn, the natural one misses. That's too bad. Okay, that is the second one. And unfortunately, the 19 also misses. But he does hit with that third one for 25 damage. Doing some pretty severe pain.
Die, die, die. However, Brody kills stuff in this world.
This guy is stuck back here behind a wall of fire. He will take the 2d4. If you would roll that. Thermish.
It missed, but ignore the first one.
We're
Even
doing
though the
everything
first one's more
twice.
damage than the second one.
Yeah. Sika.
Sika! Why not just Blood Rage?
Do these guys have daggers? Or
They are wielding scythes.
okay, never mind then.
And I'll start at the guy to the right of me and move down as they die.
They are wielding scythes that are much too large for their tiny bodies. You swing into the first guy, hitting. Not quite killing him.
Dang.
Second swing, he dodges out of the way, and the third swing, you finally take him out.
Do they possess spells? Because it would have done extra damage.
They do not.
Okay. Alright, so nothing on the bottom guy.
They're just murderous little creeps. Thermish.
Brimish. Kind of stuck in the back here. A little hard to do anything while stuck in the back.
But you're the caster.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm primarily AOE, and it's not AOE. We're not in an AOE comfortable setting.
Don't you have a wand or something that gives you spells?
I think I gave up that wand. I think we sold it.
Shame.
No. I still have a wand. Well, we can try it. I don't exactly know how it works.
What wand is it?
Wand of Acid Arrow.
It is a sorcerer spell, so you can just use it.
Yeah, just hit them with Acid Arrow, and you don't even have to use your spell slots.
It's a good spell.
Okay. I'll take out the Wand of Acid Arrow.
Yeah,
Shoot
pretty
at this
decent.
one with an acid arrow. I don't know how to do that.
Ranged touch attack. So do a ranged. Damn. Yeah, he dodges out of the way of that one.
Okay, and I'm down to 42 charges.
Yeah.
Oh no, 42.
A mere 42.
Shame.
This guy, 5 foot steps here, kicking his little metal boots on the ground.
Hold up.
Oh,
34
thank you.
damage.
He do be burning.
It's doing the thing where this guy's health bar is over that guy's, so he's blown to smithereens out of the bed. 5
He
foot
went into the cave. I need that stuff.
He swings at you for a 15 to hit, Sika.
A 15?
Yeah.
That hits right now, it does.
For 24 damage.
Ouch.
And then he bends down and kicks up with his metal boot for 8 damage. Right to your shin.
Okay.
This guy will do the same as he swings. Ooh, does a 26 hit Smithers?
No,
Damn.
it's 28.
Hot damn. He has to roll an at 20 to hit with that. Okay. He tries to kick him to no avail. This guy, seeing how hard that guy's having, will not power attack and still miss. Trying to kick, but not kick. Then,
Swish. I'm going to attack that one.
swish, first one hits.
And then I will attack with my other dagger. 20.
That one does hit. They are now bloodied.
Yeah.
Smithers.
This one is smited evil, so he'll attack that one.
Yes, smite.
Die.
Those first 2 hit, and this one is slain. And as he directs his third attack towards this one, it misses.
Can you move his smite, or does that not work?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll turn off smite.
Smite automatically deactivates when you kill the thing you're smiting.
Yeah. Oh, he does have that ability, doesn't it? Aura of Justice. If he had used 2, all of us would gain spite.
Yeah, you can have you all smite different things.
He'll
this
save
one-
that for when we're fighting the boss, if we need it.
Of course, yes.
Fair enough. This one moves over and will swing his thing for 16 to hit, 23 damage.
Okay.
And jumps up with a kick. I don't think a 12 hits you, though.
Nope.
Alright, Sika.
Alright, let's do another, starting with the top guy going down, if possible.
First one hits and kills. Oh, this is vital?
Oh, it shouldn't have been.
Okay, do the other one.
That would have been a minus 11, 13, then minus 16 on that, so 30 damage on the first one.
Okay, he barely survives.
And then a minus 14 on the second one.
Second one kills him.
Okay.
Thermish.
Get change target and 1 of acid arrow on this guy.
Alright.
Touch him.
Range touch. Damn.
If I could.
What are
just,
you
know,
rolling?
The 2. That was a 2.
Wait,
have-
what was the first one? Oh, was that a 5?
I have a +9.
I know, that's not. That's a really good modifier. It's just.
Especially
you're
against
rolling-
touch.
You're rolling super bad.
It happens. This
Thurbish is
guy-
just terrified of being
Oh.
close to home.
This guy, natural 20s, Smithers.
Aye!
Boy.
2 away from confirming a crit of 59 damage.
Oh my god.
But since it was not a crit, it's only 13. And we'll try to kick. Missing. Then,
Swish. Yeah, kill him.
swoosh, swoosh. First one hits and takes him down.
I see him?
Yeah.
I can see.
If you you could 5-foot step, because you can 5-foot step between attacks, so you could 5-foot step to get a better aim as well.
Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll 5-foot in and then throw my
And you
one
hit him.
stagger.
That guy over there is now bloodied. You know.
Yeah. He'll 5-foot step and try to see what they're fighting.
All right, this guy will move over and try to take down the giant Sika with a 12 to hit you. I don't think that does.
Nope.
But he does deliver a powerful kick for 9 damage.
He pretty
8.
much kicked your shin.
Yep.
Ah.
These angry little guys are surprisingly agile. Sika.
Smashy smashy.
Smashy you do with the first hit. He is down. And the area is quiet.
All right. Who would like some healing?
I'm nearly down.
I shall heal you. I will use lay on hands.
I
I'm
lost.
guessing.
I lost
get rid of-
97
Oh,
hit
wait.
points in that battle.
Did we change that +6 or whatever
let's
it
see,
was?
what level are you guys?
11.
5d6 is correct.
Did it add anything? Yeah, I think it added something. +6, yeah. So just -6 from that.
Yes, that should only be 14. Yeah, let's just roll the 5d6 and the roll 20.
And then he'll do it again. Wait, how much health do you need?
73.
You need 73.
Yes, I am down 73 health.
Oh wait, he's got a minor wand.
Oh yeah. Cure Light Wounds 1. Perfect time for that kind of thing.
It's better that he keeps this in case we're in more fights. Cure light wounds. He's going to use. How many would you like?
As many as it takes.
And you mind rolling that one? So, and I'll just minus how many charges.
Yeah, I'll
you
do. He'll need a lot, so I'll do 10 uses. I'll roll 10 d8 plus 10. See where that gets you.
Pretty good. I'm down 23 health.
He'll do 3 more.
Wait, I did math wrong earlier. I was down
20.
80. I was down 83 before.
Well, you heal 20 more.
Right. I'm nearly full, so I wouldn't waste any more.
And then Smithers is pretty much full.
Thank you.
Oh, he has 2 light cure wound light one, so I could top you off if you wanted.
It's 3 HP.
He's gonna hit himself for 1, so that's just a D. What?
1d8 plus 1.
I'll just roll that. 7.
If 3 HP makes the difference, I deserve to die.
I think it has made the difference before.
I've gotten down to real low before, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what is going on here?
What are you asking?
I'm trying to fix his health, but he keeps sporadically healing weirdly. I fixed it.
Okay.
And everyone else has not been touched. Thanks, tanks.
All right, and you make your way on. What is your walking order? As you go on, the tunnel does get a bit thinner.
I guess Ven in front to see if there's any traps or anything. Sika, Thermish, and then Smithers. I'm guessing that's how our usual order, unless anyone objects.
No, I'm good with that.
All right. Do you need me? Should I walk ahead or?
Yeah.
Go on.
I believe that's what you're doing.
All right, I walk ahead to check things out, listening for footsteps again, so I can run back to the party.
All right. All right. Make a perception and a stealth.
A sneakity deek.
Very sneaky.
I'm very, very quiet.
Let me roll a thing. Very sneaky indeed. As you go along, you see something.
What do I see?
Let me move the map.
A person named something.
There's something.
You find this thin area that the tunnel
Oh,
goes
wait.
through.
Could I have searched the bodies? Were there anything magical on those?
No, they
bodies?
didn't have any magical stuff.
Okay, then wouldn't have cared. All right.
Peering through this thin opening, you do see a kobold who's sitting on the ground in a very cluttered-looking room, looking directly like where you are, but doesn't seem like they see you.
Does it look like? Do I hear any chatter around here?
You don't hear any voices. I guess do a perception check.
Just in case I decide, hey, I'm gonna kill this guy right here, right now. I'm not gonna alert a whole group or army.
You do hear distant noises of what sounds to be a lot like the stone giants that you encountered before, but they seem to be pretty far away, echoing through tunnels.
Do I trust myself enough to kill this guy? How old does he look?
She is a kobold. Make a knowledge geography check. Or Arcana, I guess. I don't know how much you know about kobolds.
I know nothing. I'm not as good with geography.
Which is perfectly fair. Most people wouldn't be able to see a kobold and know how old they are. Yeah, you don't know. They look average kobold age.
It's a girl. Do I attack her or go back to the party? Is she just staring straight at this area?
Yes. Occasionally she'll like glance around, but then will look over here. It seems like it's definitely her job to watch over this hole.
Killing her, not killing her, killing her, not killing her. I don't know what's in the room.
I could describe the room a bit.
Yeah.
This cave is cluttered by tiny mounds of carefully sorted junk. Bones, scraps of armor, broken weapons, stones, dead rats, and sections of chitin harvested from large vermin. A net hammock hangs from a pair of stalagmites to the southwest near a 4-foot wide crack in the wall, which is where you are, in the crack of the wall.
What do I do? If I was stronger, I could pin her down, but I can't. Do I have a special item? Oh no, that doesn't work. I was gonna say, oh, disguise hat.
Head of disguise.
I'm
Disguise
kind of
is
a
what?
little. I'm kind of a little too big.
It also just disguises like your physical appearance. It doesn't change your creature type, so you could just be any human wearing stuff.
It doesn't.
I think it would. You could like look like an elf, but it
Could
has to
look
be
like an elf.
humanoid
Ugh.
and can't change your size category. You could walk in there looking like Aldern Foxglove if you wanted.
Good.
I don't think it would do anything for you, but you could.
What does the Medusa mask do?
It has a thing once per day that you can use to turn someone to stone temporarily. It gives a +4 on all saving throws against visual effects. As a standard action once per day, you can make someone have to make a DC 15 Fortitude save or be petrified for 1 minute.
What else do I have? I'm just sorry. I'm trying to see if I have anything special that could help me. Does it look like she has a horn or anything?
All you see on her is a necklace, some pretty nice armor, all things considered, a buckler, and a spear, a short spear.
I'm gonna try out the Medusa mask. Let's see if I can just turn her to stone.
All right, this will reveal your position.
It will, yes. So I'll
Alright.
have to run back to the group. At least someone can
roll
put
for
up-
initiative, please. This will be your
Isn't this
surprise
a-
round, technically.
Yeah. Surprise round. So it's just me and the kobold.
Other people will probably want to be in on this.
We just don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. What did I roll? I rolled a 3.
Go ahead and give me initiatives from Sika and Thrimish and Smithers, please.
Oh, good. The one time I roll well.
As you do that, they look shocked, shake away the effect with ease, and begin to stand up.
Ugh. I should have just said flat out attack.
And you notice they look at you, their eyes get excited and a little wild, and their mouth gets a little foamy. And she sprints up to you.
Oh.
Does a 34 hit you?
Those.
As she leaps through the air and impales you on her spear for 21 damage. You guys down there can definitely tell there's a fight going on now. I don't think I sorted this initiative. Okay.
Well,
Smithers.
wait, what about Sika and Thermish?
They were not aware of a combat just yet.
Can he charge?
You cannot charge through allies, unfortunately.
Okay. What
No,
spells does
There's
he
no
have?
way to stand either.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have any spells.
Yeah.
What does Hero's Defiance do?
That's the one where if he does get knocked down, he can immediate action use a lay on hands to heal himself.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, no. He just kind of glitched out.
Oh, sorry. I can explain it again. Hero's Defiance is one where, as an immediate action, he can use a lay on hands on himself if he would go unconscious, to then not go unconscious.
Okay. I didn't have any other spells attached because I didn't even think about putting spells on him. Should have, but I didn't. Yeah, that's all he can do.
Alright, then.
Yeesh. Knew I should have just flat out attacked. That way I could have gotten a sneak attack. I'll draw 2 daggers and I'll attack with the spell store dagger.
Ooh, the crit does not confirm, unfortunately. But
The seven-
you do still hit with the 8, and you can deliver the spell.
Yep. Can you roll that, Thermish?
I think it was a maximized burning grasp.
Yes.
Yep.
So I think it's just straight up 60 damage, right?
So it would be a maximized shocking grasp, but yeah, burning. I'll post it in chat so you can see how much it is.
So max 5d6.
30.
Alright, yeah. So an extra 30 damage.
And then 1 War Razor attack.
That hits. As you slice into her and burn her, she lets out a few
Shocker.
grunts. Oh yeah, shocker. A few grunts, but does not seem too deterred. You have never seen or heard of a kobold this fierce before.
I take a 5-foot back step. Can I do that? Or...
Sicka.
He 5 foot, perfect. I will take his place. Activate my rage. Roger.
Roger. Fancy barbarians.
Yes,
I
my
only
noble
Roger.
barbarian. I would like to Roger and smash.
You crusher.
First attack only.
Thermish.
One of Acid Arrow again, because I don't want to waste any more spell slots.
Alright. Range attack. That hits. See, acid arrow is 2d4. And it does another 2d4 on their turn, I think. And then for every 3, yeah, so 2d4 and another 2d4 on their turn. So roll me that 2d4. As she is looking bloodied. But not deterred. As
Not
she
deterred.
rears up and full attacks at Sika. With a 36 and a 32, I'm guessing those hit.
She takes an extra 5 damage because she takes 2d4 on her turn.
Yes, for a total of 48 damage on you.
Is that for 2 attacks?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, so reduce that
46.
appropriately. Alright, Smithers is still stuck back there.
He'll move forward right there. Go, you can do it.
Alright, Ven.
Now I'm out of range, so I can throw daggers. Oh, does 23 correct?
It does confirm.
Do I get... No, that's only with D&D. Do I get sneak attack damage if I crit? No.
No.
And I'll use 1 extra attack.
Yeah. And that one, barely she manages to dodge out of the way. Sika.
Does she possess spells?
No.
I will continue attacking with. I would have blood frenzied when she hit me. So I'll activate that and do full attack.
That is a good hit. The first 2 hit, or the first and the third hit.
Mm-hmm.
And you knock her out.
I don't think we have a reason to keep her alive, so I just smash her
Wait. We might be able to get information.
out of this.
I don't know. Have I even heard of a cold bolt?
You've probably heard of kobolds at very least.
The thing was foaming from the mouth.
That's true, but all right, finish her off.
All right.
As you look to do so, they are dead. They were raging, so their new
Oh,
health is now
okay.
they're super dead.
All right.
Does she have any magical equipment?
Indeed.
I guess I asked Thurbish.
I look at it, I point it out, and then I pick it up.
Upon her person, you find necklace of fireballs type 4,
You can have that.
+1 breastplate, +1 buckler, +3 short spear, and some coin.
Would the buckler help anybody?
I don't think so.
That's a
Right.
+3 short spear?
Indeed.
If only someone used spears.
I use spears.
I'm like,
Oh, that's
Thurbish, uses spears, and that's a really good short spear because you could throw that.
Is that better than the special one you have?
Mildly, yes and no. The special one goes through and fears everyone in a range, and you guys don't have a spear, so it fears you guys too.
Right, yeah.
I'm guessing you're taking the fireball necklace. Anybody want the +1 breastplate? I'm guessing no one needs it.
Nope.
I shall put that and the buckler. And will that help anybody? I'm guessing not.
Smithers' shield is already better.
I can't have the necklace of fireballs.
Oh, really?
You can't?
No, I've got the Sahedron medallion.
Oh, because it's a next slot.
Yep.
Oh. I think I'm the only one that doesn't have a next slot.
I don't think you technically need to wear the necklace of fireballs to use it.
Oh, okay.
It's just it has a bunch of stuff on it. You basically pull off beads and throw them to do little fireball effects.
Okay. What's it mean by type 4?
Type 4 means that it has 1 fireball that does 8d6 damage, 2 fireball beads that do 66, 2 that do 46, and 4 that do 2d6. However, one thing to keep in mind is that if you are hit by an AoE fire effect while wearing it, or while it's exposed anywhere, it does need to make a save or all of the beads explode at once.
No, it's going in the bag and it's being sold.
Okay.
All right, I'll grab it. I'll put it in my inventory.
Oh, yeah, slot
I'm
neck does
coming
not take
ar-
up a
carrying
slot.
around something that can go through and kill me that easily.
I mean, it is a
Alternatively,
good...
you can use it to. You could throw the necklace of fireballs at enemies and then detonate it.
Dude, I could do it! I could wear it and then be a bomb!
Oh, I do it!
I just charge in with it on.
Do you have fire immunity?
No, not yet.
Well, do you want to keep that? Because you'll be able, if you do get fire immunity.
Maybe we keep it in the bag until I get fire
Fair enough.
immunity.
That's a good
Okay,
idea.
so you want me to keep it in
Yeah.
my bag? Okay.
Hold on to
I-
it. It could be a really fun play.
It could.
I was expecting this fight to end quickly by Thermish throwing like a fireball or something.
Do
and
you
just
guys want to split the gold, or do you want me to just carry it? It's not very much.
As long as I get my cut at the back at the place.
I guess. How would we split this?
Well,
it
we
does
can
not
split it later.
Well, yeah, I guess add it to a pile of money that is to be split.
I'll just keep it on me. If anyone needs any money, just let me know.
Is this her chair? This little squiggle?
I don't know what that little squiggle is.
Okay.
Is there any? Do I hear anything in case we?
Yes. Sounds of giant merriment coming from this way. This way you smell a very putrid scent that you can actually make a knowledge local on?
I'm actually good with knowledge local. Let's do that.
Oh, nice. You recognize this smell as one that you smelled in pretty much any given town you can find this smell. It is the smell of the chemicals used to tan hide. Very
Well,
stinky.
Also,
that way is a tan hide room.
Can
That
I-
way will lead to giants.
can I also get like 7 casts of heal?
I'll roll that for you.
Ba, 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 ba. I'll take a few heals too, so 7.
Right. And I'll roll how many you want.
2.
Wow!
Nice. I could probably use 1 more. Would be really helpful.
Wow.
Pretty good.
That was a beautiful heal on Ven.
And then he'll. How many was that? That was 1, 2, 3.
So that would be a total of 10.
I'm keeping track.
Good, good, good.
Let me just keep track of all the items.
Do either of these paths seem to go up or down?
No. Seem to be about the same level.
Well, we can fight that way, or we can try to sneak and attack whatever's in that way.
Well, would a tannery lead us up?
I don't. Wait, isn't that where like if it's tanning, isn't that where sunlight is?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not all tanning processes rely on sunlight.
Well, tanning processes are also done far from where people actually sleep, because it actually is rancid.
Yeah.
We could find good items over there. Though.
Like
That might be able to
uncured
help.
hides.
I don't know what they do over there.
I mean, you said it was tanning chemicals, so I just assume.
We might be able to find something. I'm just saying that could help us. If you guys don't want to, that's totally fine with me.
Guess you have a preference.
Getting in and out as fast as we can.
Right? I guess we continue to the Merriman.
Alright, which way are you going? This way? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start stealthing and perception, I'm guessing.
Yes. Is that correct? Yeah. With your dark vision, you can't see too much. Although, oh, okay. No, that room should have some light sources in it. You do see some. Do stone giants have dark vision? I gotta use that to determine how much light's in this room. Okay, they do. You kind of see a flickering figure of a stone giant being lit by this way. They're currently sitting at a table.
Currently sitting at a table.
Yeah.
Do I hear more? Is there still merriment? Is it pretty loud in there?
Yeah, you can see like the stone giant over there kind of moving around. It seems like they might be drunk.
Go back a little bit and tell them what we want to do.
We could try to get low.
Well, there is another path that way. I'll try to sneak and see what's over there.
Okay.
I'm guessing this is just a cave.
Oh, make a perception check. You do see a hanging fur. Wait, no. Yeah, you wouldn't even need to make a perception check. You see a door.
A door.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna sneak over with my 35. Just listen. What's in behind my door?
Perception. All right. You hear the sound of something breathing. Not necessarily something big. It's just you roll the 37, so you can hear something breathing over there.
Is it loud? Is it awake?
Yes.
It is awake. My daggers aren't very useful here. Is it a well-made door? Could I see under it or anything?
Looking under it, you can see that it is currently blocked on the other end. Like normally from the other end, it is concealed by furs hanging on the wall, so you can't see through it.
Oh, that actually... Okay, I'll sneak back to them. Alright, it looks like that way actually might lead to where the group is.
Which group?
The group of giants. There's a ton of furs in the doorway this way, so we might be able to sneak through that way.
As long as it takes us up.
Right. And I guess I start sneaking this way.
All right. The smell becomes more potent.
Because you said there were furs in there, so I'm guessing... Oh, wait.
You just know that there is at least a fur pelt being hung up over there.
Oh, there's just a fur pelt? I thought there were, like, multiple. And that
like,
might change my decisions.
All you know is that there are you can't see through the door because there's fur blocking the way.
I'd have to open it, but... I would still say there might be a way to get in there. I'll start coming this way, seeing if there's a path that way.
Yes, one moment. I gotta put down a light somewhere. Okay. Going over there, you can see, without perception necessary, a number of people in cages over here. Looking over, you can see flickering from a light of some kind of forge, it seems, are two stone giants smashing on anvils. And make a perception. Is that the... Yeah, make a perception. From the looks of these people in cages, they do appear to be beardless dwarves.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the group. Looks like they got dwarfs in cages. This might be their smithy.
The dwarves are working for them, or...
They're in cages.
From what you could see, it looked like they were doing some sort of mechanical thing. Like they were pulling up and down on a stick. You couldn't quite see what the stick was doing, though.
Were they in cages, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. They're in cages, so they're not here by choice.
Alright, so we need to go in there.
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
Alright.
I guess we try and get as close as possible.
All right, yeah. Give me stealths.
Weep. Nice.
Beautiful.
Smithers, you stay behind. Just a little bit.
That's true. Smithers can get into the fray pretty quickly anyway. And I will move you... as you do pass by this area, you are able to see down and see that there appears to be ogres in this room doing tanning stuff.
Okay. So Smithers will have to handle them as we're trying to save these dwarves.
Yeah, let me roll a couple perception. Okay, yeah. You guys actually are able to get like up to like this. Like you guys get real close before.
This is just gonna be standing here waiting for us.
Right.
He's not gonna try to sneak because He's not very stealthy.
And with your guys' stealth, you guys all get to act in the surprise round. We'll finish
Right.
it. As now you're able to see the full extent of the room, you see that there are sticks going from bellows into this big forge area that are going into the cages that the dwarves can push and pull on the bellow bags to keep it going. All right. Thurish, surprise round number 1.
Guys, how did I roll the best out of all of them?
I've been rolling so bad on
You have a-
initiative
you have a plus
specifically.
8. You have a +8. You can't say that.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 17, and I got the best one out of all of us. What's with Ven and his better dexterity than me still rolling lower?
I rolled a 6.
He doesn't have improved initiative. Wait, no, he
I-
does.
I do have improvement.
Damn. Never mind. No excuse.
I rolled a 6. That's why.
You both have the same initiative.
That's true. Same bonus.
I can only see the 2. Do I see any like flickers of a third one down here?
No. In fact, with the flickering of the cave, you can see that this is where the room ends.
Okay. And you know what? Why not? Maximize down this line.
Ooh. Maximize. That'll be 60 damage straight. Let's do a couple of reflex saves. Damn, they rolled good. Yep. Lowest roll among them was a 22.
Ouch.
They still do take that 30 damage flat, which is nothing to sneeze at, unless you're allergic to lightning.
No boy.
Then,
Since I
initiative was rolled. Make a free attack.
Oh yes, I had to make 2 free attacks. I'll always take the top one for both.
Okay, okay. Boy, that's a crit on the second one. That confirms. Let's see, that's 12 plus 22 plus roll me 2 sneak attacks. All right, yeah. As initiative begins, technically how it goes is initiative starts. Ven throws 2 daggers. Thermos steps out and melts a hole through this giant's torso, and he falls over dead. Before he even has a chance to make a noise. And now, Ven, you get to take your turn.
Oh, I get to take my turn?
Yeah, technically you threw those daggers at the start of initiative being rolled, remember?
Oh yeah. That one.
Alright, you chuck 2. The second one hits. Roll me a sneak attack. Oh, and before we forget, what are you penalizing?
Oh yes, I will penalize AC.
Alright, he is bloodied already.
You should put that in a note so it shows up on your attacks, so you can
On
remember.
the sneak attack. Yeah, on the sneak attack you should...
Oh, that's okay. I'll
That's a good
add
idea.
that. And then I get it. Yes, I can add another attack, right?
Technically you can only do 1 since it's surprise round still.
Okay.
Second.
Siga, surprise round, so I can't attack and move at the same time.
Unless it's a charge.
I sure wish I could charge.
Yeah.
What's my movement speed again? That. Okay, perfect. I am there.
Sweet. Smithers is hanging out, and before the next
Yeah,
turn
he's just gonna
begins,
sit. He's just gonna sit.
a bunch of ogres did indeed hear that lightning blast, so I will add them to the initiative. What is Thermish's bonus? It's +8, so yeah, you go for that guy. Thermish. Also, all these beardless dwarves look over with much relief as you guys are coming in and doing this.
Wand of fire, wand of acid arrow.
All right. That hits touch. Roll me that 2d4. Oof. The winces as he begins to sizzle. Meanwhile, you guys hear the thundering steps and nasty stench of an ogre approaching. Then, this guy
am I
has
still-
not acted yet, so you still get sneak
Yeah,
attack if
I
you
still
have.
get sneak attack. Okay.
This poor guy hasn't even had a chance to fully comprehend what's going on.
Wapa, wapa.
First dagger flies over and hits. Roll that sneak attack. With the sneak attack, you manage to get him right in the neck, and he goes collapsing.
All right, and I'll just 5-foot step right here. And I guess that ends my turn.
All right, Sika, you came over here for nothing.
Sika gives a quick sigh and then runs back. There. Rend readies an attack for if something gets in range.
All right. Smithers.
Can I ready a Vital Strike?
Ogre approaching. Yes, it's a standard.
I have no sight on Smithers. Can you give me sight?
Oh, you do not.
Yeah,
Wait,
kind
you
of need him.
Should? Because you control his token, so you should be able to. See through it.
There's no light.
Oh, there's no light. He just can't see over there.
Oh, he can't? Okay. I guess he comes right. Can he. Wait, not even with dark vision?
He doesn't have
Like,
dark
he doesn't
vision.
have dark vision. He has low light vision.
And there's no light. Okay.
If he could have a let's see. He could light a torch, I guess.
Yeah, he
Would go
stayed
use
back
shield,
by
but-
himself anyway to avoid hindering our sneak.
Yeah. Could I have given
So he
him
might
my
as well have a
ever-burning torch?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give that to him.
And then he can just equip it to, you know.
There. Now it's accurate.
Alright. He'll then come right here ready to block every... Oh, wait. He can then move right here after seeing him.
Alright.
And then attack.
That does provoke. As the
Okay.
big ogre takes a swing with his good old ogre hook, which you have seen many a time. 22 does not strike the Smithers, though.
Nope. But he'll strike him.
Smithers strikes back.
15 damage. He cuts his ankle.
Ugh. What the? He doesn't say that in a language you guys know. They only speak giant. This guy come running up behind him. You have effectively bottlenecked them. Flemish.
Both
I'll
of
get
you
the
guys are
dwarves
dead.
out. I'll get the dwarfs out if you want to handle the ogres.
25, 30. They're perfectly lined up for another nice, you know.
They sure are. As they didn't see any sign of any sort of casted fellas.
They heard lightning. Could have been anything.
I mean, they just heard a boom.
Non-maximized upcast lightning bolts.
Alright.
To change it to a fire bolt.
Damn, they're rolling so good on reflexes. I always forget, is it the top damage or the bottom damage?
We take the bottom.
Okay. One of them fails.
And it's
With one in the front.
DC 19.
Yep. The other one's barely succeeded, despite only having +3s. Still taking 15 damage though. This one in the front will swing at Smithers. Oh wow! With a 33 and a 29. I think those both hit
Ouch.
for
How much?
22 and 21 damage.
They're at 43.
As he starts carving into Smithers with his hook. Then
He's still up. He's still up. I think you bloodied him. That's about it.
Alright, alright.
Okay, then. I can move right over there, right?
Yep.
I I move over there and see if I can unlock these cages.
Make a disable device.
I pump this thing, so...
Alright, yep. You are able to unlock this cage.
Right, ready to fight?
Yes. Second. Looking at these guys, they are in no condition to fight, but that does not change his answer.
Hey.
Yep.
I'm trying to free them.
Oh, hello. It was a little closer than I thought. All right, let's do a vital strike.
That is vital, and it strikes. That guy is bloodied.
Forgot
thoroughly.
to rage, so I'm not gonna.
Ah, fair enough. Smithers.
I'm taking you down. Ba, 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 ba.
Takedown he almost does. Unfortunately, he is only able to strike the first time.
What kind of A's? 20 AC, wow, for everything in here.
Yeah.
We are rolling pretty bad, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, he rolled nothing above a 10 just then. This guy in the back will look at the two. Actually, he'll look also at Thermish. Thermish is kind of out of the way. And he'll throw a javelin at Smithers, missing terribly. The one further back will decide to throw one at Sika. I don't think a 13 hits you.
Nope.
Alright. Thermish.
Acid arrow to the guy in the front, because I'm using a lot of big spells, and I don't think we're anywhere near the end of this.
Alright.
Ooh.
Ooh! Fun fact, spells crit. So this will be 4d4 damage.
Nice. Melt him.
Alright. You
Melt
melt off a significant portion of the guy in front's face, and needless to say, he is dead.
Oh.
Yep, it's not a good way to die. And he continues to melt on his turn. Ven.
Alright, 5-foot step and unlock this cage. Or does it unlock all the cages when I...
Just unlocks one of them.
Alright.
This guy starts running out.
Is there any weapons on the floor?
No.
Wait, can I, what do I have on me?
You tell me. It would probably take a standard action to pull something out of your bag.
So I couldn't unlock it without the stupid disable device.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can hand him one of the daggers on my belt. I
Alright.
give him a +1 dagger. I'll return that later.
Yep, he will take that and go.
And then I will disable this device.
Alright, roll the check.
I'm gonna get these guys killed.
They can't even get up to the fight, so.
That actually fails.
21, okay.
Unfortunately.
I rolled a friggin' 1! Why do we roll so bad in this campaign?
I don't know. Second. It hasn't caused anyone to die yet, so that's
How
okay.
how badly hurt is Smithers right now?
He is
He's half.
bloodied.
He's not, like, dead. If he took 2 more of if he took what he took last time, he'd still be alive.
All right, I'll be the one that provokes the attack then.
Alright, you walk up, and he actually does not provoke, as he had put away his hook in favor of Javelin.
Oh,
that he threw at someone.
that he threw, so he is not armed currently.
okay. So I will remember to Blood Rage and do a Vitally Furious Earthbreaker.
Vital and furious indeed. As he is bludgeoned. But not bloodied. Smithers.
He'll move up and 1 strike.
Oh, I see the crit confirm. Oh, that confirms.
Ooh.
As Smithers goes up and confirms a crit. For 30 damage, the guy is definitely bloodied now. He draws his ogre hook. He decides to focus his rage on Sika. Rolling a natural 1 on the first attack and a 20 on the second.
Okay.
For 34 damage.
That activates Blood Frenzy.
And the guy back here will target the bloodied one, foolishly assuming that it means he's an easier target. Failing to hit him with a javelin. Thermish.
Well, seeing how well the acid arrow worked on the first one, let's try it on the second one.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Sorry, there's ranged.
That hits. Alright, he takes the 6. I'll put, that is acid symbol, to remind me. Then,
You just hear swearing from Ben as he's trying to unlock this stupid gate.
you guys see a beardless door come skidding around the corner with a dagger in hand.
Do I unlock this one?
No.
What?
DC's 25.
Wait, I just rolled a 4? What the fuck?
Sicker.
How badly is
You
this
just
guy
hear
looking?
swearing from the
The guy in
room.
front of you is very bloodied.
Very bloodied.
Very bloodied.
Then let's do a vital attack.
He's no longer bloodied, he is now dead.
Perfect. Then I'll provoke. If he has his hook out.
He does not have his hook out.
All right.
Smithers.
He'll move up and strike.
That hits. There's the good rolls.
Smither's been rolling really well. Ben, not so much.
He will... once again, target Sika, seeing as he's the one that he has seen the most success against. Ooh, that is a confirmed crit. Okay, so 18 to hit for the first one, for 32 damage.
Okay.
And then a 26 to confirm a crit for 57 damage.
All right. That puts me below a lot of my health there.
Alright.
Did you say 57?
57.
Okay.
As he carves into you with his hook, almost puncturing through your front with it.
Right.
Thermish.
Acid arrow on the next one. I don't want to waste any more spells on these people. I know my low-level spells aren't going to be any good, and my high-level spells are too few in between.
That hits. Beautiful damage. Then.
Just keeps swearing up a storm.
Yeah, you unlock it.
What the? It clicks. Yes! Okay, and then he takes a 5-foot step to the next door.
Alright, let me double check this guy's stuff. Okay, what dagger did you give this guy?
Which one?
The
Oh,
dwarf
plus
that
one.
went out? Alright.
No, it's a Warcraft.
Oh shit, he threatens a crit! He crits!
Mhm.
Ah! that. Okay.
Mastercraft dagger. That's what I got.
Masterwork. Okay.
Does he have the
Yeah,
hatred
so-
trait as well?
Oh, he definitely does because he's a default dwarf.
Which also crits?
Yeah, because it's a static damage bonus.
Hell yeah.
It's not a ton of damage, but damage is damage. As he deals 14 as he runs around the way, and you guys just see a expertly tossed, not even expertly tossed, a very lucky toss, fly by and knock the ogre right in the shoulder, bloodying him. Sick it.
Hoping that threw him off balance enough for this to finish.
All right, that's the oh, that is a confirmed crit I see there.
Yes.
The 31 does not kill him. However, the 85 Sika. Describe to me how much 85 damage makes him unalive.
So my first attack will just be like a jab in the gut so he bends forward, and then I'll do an uppercut right into his jaw.
All right, yes. With the force behind this uppercut, you nearly watch this ogre backflip as he goes stumbling backwards and is 100% dead. And the situation is calmed.
And continues to melt.
Heals.
And continues to melt, yes.
Heals quick.
Cure lay on hands.
I'm at negative 14 HP.
Well, no, you're not.
Hey, perfect.
You have 2 health.
3 health.
And then he'll start whacking you with light cure wounds.
And now
As
that you're out of combat, you can just take 10 on these locks.
Pretty much I'm doing that because I had
Yeah.
that plus 20. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, you just hear Ben just
Click,
swearing up his
click.
sword.
Click.
He's figured him out.
Yeah.
I gotta search some of these stuff.
The stone giants don't got nothing much on them. However, the ogres do indeed have the classic +1 hide armor, +1 ogre hooks on them. Standard
Alright.
issue ogre fighter, +1 ogre hooks.
Right, Smithers. I'm thinking 14 charges this time, if you don't mind. Maybe a little more,
Right.
we'll see.
Do it.
All right. Oh, I did 15. That should only be 87. Damn, 5 8s though. Not bad.
Yeah, I could probably take two or three more casts.
I'll do 3. 12 more.
'Kay.
Yeah, all these dwarves come running over. This guy speaks up. I doubt you came here to save us. What you here
Oh.
for?
A fortunate byproduct.
Yes, very much.
We're here to kill their leader.
Good.
Was this yours originally?
No, we were just traveling through the area.
Hmm.
He'll use 10 on himself. Smithers will.
Whenever I try to do 10d something, I always accidentally do 1d0 instead of 10d anything.
How much of the
59. You might need to heal a bit less than that, because I think he'll be full before then. Are you saying something?
how much of the compound have you seen? Fortress.
Not much. We were taken down through an area, led through around this way. We came from that way. They had went through some kind of big chamber. They had a lot of tables and stuff. They have a big hole in the middle of their encampment. I'm guessing that's where you guys came from.
We did not.
We came from the river.
Okay, I'll try my best to describe it. There's a big hole with like a spiral ledge around it that goes up, and it goes up into the like the big area, the big circle of walls that they got up there. From what I understand, I don't really understand what they say, so it's kind of tough. But they have taken some of us, some of our people away, and haven't heard of them since. I don't know where they take them.
Well,
We've been
if
stuck
we
in there
find
for a
them,
while.
if we find them, we'll save them.
Thank you.
What were they having you do?
Power the bellows. That's it. Oh, aside from cutting our beards for sport.
How good at
Um,
climbing are you?
Not good enough. We're dwarves.
Because we can show you where the where we came from is, but it'll takes you to a sheer cliff face.
Hmm. Any chance that it's safe enough where you could leave us somewhere and come back for us when things are a bit quieter?
The entrance to the cave where we climbed up is going to be the same safe.
Spider room, I guess.
There are insects.
We ain't squeamish.
Um, is there any weapons in this area or anything?
Give them
Us.
the spear.
Or
short
the
spear.
no, the ogre hooks.
The ogre hooks, I guess, yeah, I have said that things resize, so yeah.
Okay, I'll hand them to them and say, I do want this back.
Alright. They seem a little bit disdained to be holding the ogre hooks, but they will take them.
It's better than nothing.
Indeed.
We'll try and come back for you as soon as we can.
Alright.
I also give them the hide armor, so they have some more defense.
They equip 3 of them to be bodyguards, essentially. Yeah, lead us to that area, and we'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Right,
And I'm willing to expedite. You do that. Nothing occurs on the way there.
was there anything in these rooms?
Allow me to describe them. The room down south. This room reeks of vinegar, rotting hair, and worse. A single large stone basin sits in the middle of the room, about 10 feet square, and filled with foul-looking liquid upon which float patches of wet fur. Around the basin stand a dozen wooden frames over which leather and hides are stretched. At the far end of the cave, a stinking mound of hides and furs awaits tanning. And up here, in this room, the smithery area, the walls of this room have been chiseled away and made almost regular. 4 anvils stand in the middle of the room, while to the south burns a bright forge fire. Immense bellows stand near a row of low iron cages, each featuring a filthy mound of straw. The bellows handles extend through the cages, allowing anyone imprisoned within to work the bellows without the necessity of leaving their confines. To the north, mounds of steel and the broken and bent pieces of a dozen weapons await work.
Oh, they could have used that.
Those are not magical. I'm giant-sized.
Okay. Those are just giant size. So yeah, the orc hooks will probably be the best.
Are there
Ogre
giant-sized daggers? Because those could be used.
No. The daggers are not a weapon that giants like to use.
Okay.
Dang it.
Well.
Blade Master, worthless.
I don't think that's of any value to us.
No. Anything worth of anything in here?
Not really.
Okay. Guess we keep going. Try to find as much dwarfs as we can.
Oh, they went. They said they can't. The up is that way. It was this way here.
Oh, yep, they did say that.
Oh, could they have told us if it was straight or if it turned into that fur door?
The way that they came, yeah, they could explain it better. They say that they came down from further down.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we saved.
Yes. That was
Alright.
worth it, if nothing else.
Yeah. Right, I will sneak right back up to where I was last time.
All right.
Do I need to do a stealth?
Sure thing.
Sneaky, sneaky. So I
Very
got 40.
sneaky.
All right. Who is anyone following me this time, or?
We're not going to be that far behind you, yeah, I would imagine. We probably should also roll.
Yes.
We'll be a little further
Smithers.
back, but not.
Smithers will stay back and just watch. And if he hears commotion, he'll run in.
Well, it's a good thing we're staying back.
Indeed. So are you planning on going this way or that way?
Then points. Which one?
The dwarf said that way is where up is.
Right.
So
There
unless you
is
just
a-
want to look through the door.
Yeah, I will quietly and stealthily crack the door just to see what's inside.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Yes, my 5, so that is 36.
All right. Peering through, you don't see a lot due to the fur and whatnot. However, one thing you do note through the fur is daylight.
Right. So I can't see through the fur. How many are there?
It's just like it's like as far as you can tell, there's like a sheet of fur that's completely covering this wall, basically. Essentially, this used to be the fur was hiding the door, but from the other side.
Oh, okay. So
You guys are on the other end of a secret door.
can I hear better now? Can I hear what's inside here? Or
Yeah, you can kind of hear a grumble, mumble of what sounds like a stone giant.
can I look underneath the fur now?
Sure.
What do I see?
You see a very big stone giant standing there with a big ol', I think he's got a pick. He's got a big ol' pickaxe. Oh, throughout the room, you can see on the walls are many dwarves' beards labeled with names.
Does he look special at all?
He looks pretty special.
Right? And sneak my way over to here and tell Sika there's a special dwarf just right over here.
Dwarf?
Special
not a
dwarf?
Opposite of that.
Special giant.
Does he speak little?
He's got dwarf's beards hanging all over his room.
Okay. Anything worth actually going for, or?
He might be.
Oh, you could also see that there was very obvious sunlight coming from the entrance of his room.
There is sunlight coming from that room, so I think that's the best spot.
Was that the pit they were talking about?
That might be, but it looked like there's a walkway, so we could do that.
We could look at it, yeah. The only one?
Only one. Wait,
Alright.
did I see the giant bear?
I don't think you would see them from there due to the incline here.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Wait, did I see the bear? Oh boy.
No bears. What are you talking about?
No bears for us.
All right, let's sneak over. There's only one of them. This should be easy.
All right, roll stealths.
Can I just keep my
New ones?
35, 40?
Yeah, I'll let you do new ones since you waited
Okay.
a hot second.
If you want me to.
Same.
Just 40. Wait,
All
you
right.
have the cloak of invisibility, elven cloak, right?
Oh, it's included.
Oh, it is? I'd never include mine.
Yeah,
As you
mine is a
walk
+7 because of
around-
that.
He starts turning around, hearing Sika. However, you guys do still get the drop on him as he is not expecting you to come from behind at all. So roll for initiative. You guys still get a surprise round.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we're going to see who goes first.
And hey, initiative is being rolled. You get to throw a dagger.
I do. Ababa!
Bye indeed, as you hit, roll sneak attack.
Just a dagger comes from the bear skin.
Yeah. As he starts looking over at the bear skin, like
That's
what the-
32 damage.
Nice.
You think his hand was like scrapes across the wall or something on accident.
Yeah. What are you penalizing?
AC, because as soon as we get that sneak attack, that's good.
Good. Very, very good. Libersh. Organized her.
There's one of them.
You run in and spear him.
You can't move. You can't do a movement and an action.
Oh yeah.
Only
Acid
one or
arrow.
the other.
No, I'm just gonna point at him.
Ooh.
Point at his
Alright.
feet.
Yep. It's
He
DC
will
19.
make a fortitude half. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, he halves.
And he doesn't catch fire.
He takes a little bit of damage.
He takes 5.
And Ven, your surprise round.
So roll my daggers.
Another dagger comes out. Technically, only the first one. And that one hits barely. Even though he has a -4 penalty to you.
AC still. Oh wait, how is his AC? Is it lower?
It is lower now for you. Until your next turn.
Oh, well, I'll minus AC again.
Alright. Sika.
Okay. I burst from the bear cloth.
Yeah, at this point, the cloth is on the ground. Amidst the other trinkets around the room, you see a lot of obviously dwarven armor and such, and shields. Smithers.
Can he? Oh wait, he needs to roll stealth too.
It's too late. People see it.
He was far enough back. It wasn't.
Yeah.
He'll run forward. Wait, how much? How many feet is that? How many feet can you not move?
He can go 40.
Also, I probably
So
would
you
have
could-
gone
you could get
around.
up here.
I probably also would have gone like around him, like here.
That is fair. Yeah, Smithers can't quite get in there this turn. Thrimish.
Seeing how ineffective the burning was, I'm gonna go for another acid arrow.
Alright. Very good, that hits. He is bloodied. Ah. Rolled an 8 before, you have to roll a 2 for karma, I guess.
Yep.
Alright, Ven.
He hasn't taken a turn yet, right?
He sure hasn't. Ooh, even with the penalties, none of those hit.
None of those.
Nope. As
Why
they
do I
seem
roll
to-
so bad?
They bounce off of his very impressive looking armor. Suddenly looks
Does that matter?
around,
Yep.
opens his mouth, and begins to scream for an alarm. Nothing comes out. And he looks confused. He does not scream. No noise. And he seems perplexed and
I
quite
wanted to
annoyed.
kill him so bad.
And then he will swing at Sika because he's right here. Why not? As he will do a full attack. All right, 28, 31, and a 30 hits. I'm guessing. As he starts
Blood
mining
frenzy.
into you for 32 damage, 26 damage, and 25 damage.
All right. What was the second and third one?
26, 25.
At least
Okay. I'm almost dead already.
Oh my gosh.
Sika.
Blood
We'll show him what-
rage. Gives me some buffer HP at least. And then let's do full attack bonus because that's where I'm standing.
First one hits. For 32, he is pushed closer to the edge of death. Smithers. Oh, roll me another 2d4, would you, Thrimish?
There.
Oh, flanking, yes, you could flank.
Smithers is smarter than this. There.
Oh no, he's gonna heal you. and
Oh.
that way Ven can come in and then get sneak attack.
Sure.
Smithers does provoke as he moves in, with a
Yeah.
42 hitting him for 31 damage.
Well, he'll still heal Sika. You said 42?
Yes, to hit, so 31 damage.
This guy's special, all right. This isn't
Indeed.
Mock Murrayan, is it?
I don't know.
Man, that'd be awkward.
You found his secret little cubby and you murdered him.
He'll heal you for 17. Sika.
All right.
Gotta keep you alive.
All right, Thrimish.
Step. How big is that room?
Pretty small.
Birdman does not like being kept underground. Do I see any magical items on him?
Yes. A lot of them.
The weapon he's using, is it magical?
Yes. Ooh. Let's see. That is a 1
Don't
minute
break
cast
the
speed time.
enchantment!
It takes a minute to cast.
It takes a minute to get. Ah, dang it. Never mind. Not casting that. Gosh darn it. Why did it have to take a minute to cast? Sika's still looking bad.
Yes.
Maximize for my last maximize for the day. Burning Arc. First target Sika, second this man, and then is anyone else hurt?
So that'll be 30 heals
Third
for
Smithers.
Sika.
And then I'm a little hurt. I don't know if you
Make
can
a
do 4
reflex
people.
save.
I can, because I do half each time. So
He fails, so let's see. Sika heals for 10d6. So he heals for 60 or 30.
30, and then he
you-
takes 30.
He takes 30.
Spell resistance. Cool. How much did I heal for?
30.
30.
Very good.
And
Thank
this
you.
guy is not looking good after getting smacked by that maximize arc.
Yeah, so he burns for 30, Smithers heals for 15, and then Ven heals for 7.
Wait, that's not right. Because it's got to be max, so it has to be a multiple of 6.
So
To be...
it's because it heals for half. So
Oh,
30,
right.
30, 15.
That's right.
Heals for 7, heals for 2.
Yep.
Or heal for 3.
Also,
That
looks
is
like,
perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
looks like
Right.
break enchantment doesn't work on items.
Yeah, it does.
It's on people.
So
You can break curses from items on
Yeah,
on
it does
people.
say for a cursed magic item, the DC is equal to the curse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only for cursed items.
Yeah, so you can get curses off of people, but you can only target people with this.
Right. I shall. Oh
That's
wait, is it
mildly
my
annoying,
turn?
but okay.
Or
It is your turn.
my turn. Move in and War Razor.
I think it's
Already
for
used his attack?
if we have an Eskel situation.
Yes. Or there's a lot of stuff where it's like if someone's been dominate personed, that would be really helpful.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing
Yeah.
that doesn't hit, even with the
Let me
bonuses.
roll down. +3. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta do math. That meets, thanks to the penalties and the flanking.
Do I hit then?
You hit, and you are able to slice him right in the Achilles, and he goes down. As you move into that area, you quickly realize that you are not making any noise.
We're not making any noise.
You aren't.
Oh,
And he
Sure.
makes no noise, and there's no sound as his body hits the floor.
okay. That guy was a little
And
hard.
a moment after, another giant moves by, but she is kind of holding up her hands in like a hold up kind of gesture out this way.
daggers ready to be launched.
Stickus tries to start saying something. Does something come out or?
Yes.
Oh. Who are you? What do you want?
I'd like a word.
Well, that depends.
No noise comes out of him.
What the fudge?
Okay. We probably don't even notice.
I can
I
get used to
don't
this.
anyway.
Then it's just. Can I even hear myself?
No. It's completely silent there.
I
You
could
just
get
see
used to this.
Ben animating,
Yes.
talking, trying to get something out.
Yeah, she beckons and moves over here.
Smithers, if you wouldn't mind, as we're walking.
Oh yeah. He just starts smacking you. The 3 of the remaining light ones, and then I'll grab his new wand and start hitting him. How many do you need?
I'm down 44 health. So 6?
All right.
I'll roll that.
I love that I can always pass your spell requirement, Caleb.
It's amazing, yeah.
27.
Oh, that's not nearly as much as it needed to be.
Another 6.
No. Like another 2, and I'll probably
2?
just deal with that. Yep. And that's as we're walking, so we're probably up here. That's actually perfect. So awesome.
Yeah, she looks around. Looking up, you see this is a huge.
What's on this
pillar.
guy, by the way?
Oh, a bunch of stuff.
I heard a rabbit hole.
It would take a second because you'd have to unclasp his armor and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You
While
could nab
while-
everything else.
while they're doing that,
Okay. Yeah, you see this is indeed a big spiraling path that goes up to where you can see the sun above.
why can't we just talk here?
Because someone might walk by.
Oh.
Sika hasn't put away his weapon or anything.
I have a spot. She kind of comes over here, stands here in kind of a blocking motion of this way, and kind of beckons for you to go this way.
Okay.
Oh.
It seems like she's making sure nobody down here sees you.
Oh, am I just left behind because I'm unclasping
Yes.
this guy's arm?
And none of us can hear you.
Yeah, so Sika definitely didn't notice.
You assume he's probably sneaking off somewhere. And once you go by, she quickly takes the front again and moves.
I'd very
over
much
here.
assume he was just sneaking somewhere.
I do double check and see where they went, so I can kind of guess where they went.
All right. Yeah, you saw them going this way.
You are good at tracking.
That is true. You will have no problem finding. Mockmurian is tearing my people apart. I am assuming you're here for him.
Yes, is that right?
Aye.
Was that not him?
No, that was one of his generals.
Damn it.
Fair. Seemed pretty strong.
I'm impressed you were able to handle him. I don't know how you would have fared if he was able to sound an alarm. Thankfully, he was not. As you are in this room, you do see many cave paintings on the walls, and occasionally, out of the corner of your eye, you see one painting of a giant, just in the corner of your eye, kind of dance around or move. But whenever you look, it's still.
No, it's a good thing we didn't allow him to sound an alarm then.
Yes, you didn't. Right. She kind of looks down.
I have a feeling you were the one responsible for that.
Indeed. I'm not keen on causing the deaths of my people, but sometimes it's necessary, unfortunately. Right now, there is only one person to blame for all of this, and that is Mockmurian. Everyone else is falling under his influence of power out of either fear or desire for power themselves.
Well,
They're falling for this story of his.
as luck would have it, we don't want to kill anyone that we don't have to.
Good. He can be found further below. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Below
Uh,
where? How do we get there?
right. I can draw a bit of a map here, and she will make a diagram, and I will mark on the map here where she shows to go. This will take you along the path of the least resistance. I think you have already sort of been here a bit, based on where you came from.
As she's drawing it, how far am I?
You would probably be there by now.
All right, what did I get?
Yes, you don't know what it is just yet because you're going to need a certain someone to take a look at it, but let me hold that up real quick.
Oh, hey guys, there was just this interesting line that I just followed.
Can we still hear? Can we hear him or?
Yes.
Okay.
What it was an area of silence, so then just happened to be inside the radius.
Very good.
You get the stuff.
Another cloak of elvenkind. That's our third one.
It's a pretty
Who doesn't
common
have a-
magical item.
Who doesn't have a cloak?
Does Smithers have a shoulder item?
Well, let's find out.
Because it's a shoulder item.
Let's see. Protection, ring of jumping.
Oh, Gish, do you even have a shoulder item?
I do. It does not seem like he has a
I
shoulder.
have
item.
a like torso and a robe and a necklace.
Give it to.
Oh, what? Smithers is stealthy.
What? Really?
Yeah, he's got 11 ranks in stealth.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm thinking armor. I'm probably thinking armor in D&D that gives him a disadvantage.
Yeah, he does have huge penalties from his armor class penalty or armor check penalty, but he still has 11 ranks, so it's still really good. It's not like amazing good, but it is better than the Thermicians.
Oh.
Like, no offense.
Either one of them would actually be great.
Yeah.
If you just want to hold on to it until you find something better.
I'm guessing you, Darmish.
What exactly are we talking about? The breastplate?
Yeah.
I can't wear armor.
No, the
No.
cloak of elvenkind.
I already have a cloak.
It's a shoulder
Wait,
item. Wait, you have a cloak?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I spent
Phoenix
all my
cloak.
money on my Phoenix cloak.
Is that a
Yeah,
shoulder
yeah, yeah.
item or is that a robe?
Yes. Wait, no, I think it might be a robe.
Let me take a look. I put it in exactly as it was.
Let me know so I can put it into buckets.
What was it called?
Robe of Arcane,
of Arcane
Heritage.
Heritage.
Yeah, it is
It is
a
a
body item, so you can wear the cloak on top of it.
Man, my guy looks so weird. Wait, does that mean I have two body items then? Because the snakeskin tunic, is that a body or is that a...
That is also a body, so you can't have both.
Okay, so I'd have to take out the snakeskin.
Do you want the elven kind?
Sure.
What is other gear plus 2? What is other gear?
Other gear? Oh, that's just organizing of. It organizes the equipment based on like usables versus what he has equipped. So ignore that.
All right. What does everyone else need? What does Smither have a plus 2 breastplate?
Smithers has.
Like he has an actual enchanted
He
breastplate.
has a deathless full plate.
That's better.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot better than that breastplate.
So, do you need it, Caleb?
Oh, no.
Okay, then I put it in my bag.
I have the armor I'm going to be keeping the rest of the game. Unless we find an artifact that specifically helps me.
I
Okay.
guess I didn't even put in the +1 on the AC. Nice.
Plus 1 light shield. I'm guessing no one can use that.
One thing that you may find interesting, you are humans after all. There was one of your kind that was brought in not too long ago.
Yes, where is he?
My guy.
Yeah.
He would be that way if he is still alive. She points. I can draw a different line. draws a evil red line going that way.
Yes, if possible, we will need to save as whoever we can.
Can't you just grab him and say, "Hey, I'm not here to torture him," and then bring him to us?
I do not have the power that I should, or used to, I should say.
Dang.
Mokmurian is my son, actually.
Oh. And that's not going to be a problem?
He killed my husband.
Understood.
This is his grave. No one dares enter it because it's haunted. But the haunt would not dare touch anyone as long as I am here. She kind of almost affectionately rubs the wall, like, sadly.
Right.
One final thing. If possible, I highly doubt it's possible, but I believe some sort of evil spirit has taken control of my son. He mentions the name Karzug to himself.
Have we heard this name?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
But you can make a knowledge history check.
Smithers, you're good for something, right?
It is a difficult one.
Hooray!
But too difficult for a 19, unfortunately. As this is an ancient history check.
That's 18.
Nope. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. I will warn the one that handles the torture. She points in the direction that she pointed at, that the other human that she mentioned is quite adept at inflicting pain. I would urge caution.
Are you gonna get mad at us if we have to kill him?
For him, he is not a stone giant. I do not quite care.
Okay, he's not a stone giant. Okay.
I do care for. Typically, I would, but in this case, there are many atrocities being committed that I am not normally having to deal with. There's a lot of people here who probably should die, but a lot who are just misled.
Well, thank you.
She nods.
Sorry. I guess if we can find something evil, we'll try to get it away from your son.
Thank you. Why did I put that on the token? Like, and my shield was on top of you.
Oh no, I've been streaked.
I got you up stuck in a wall.
Good.
I need to get up off.
Oh, are you stuck?
You're not stuck in a wall.
Get stop practicing your climbing. Now is not the time.
Can't believe that wall goes that high.
Get up, clips through.
Gosh
the
dang it!
ceiling.
I have to select Smithers and him.
Yeah. As you make your way down, you see a. Oh, you don't see that yet. Just keep going.
Okay.
Keep screaming.
A door.
A door.
Is this the door you're about to describe?
I actually don't really have a description for it. It's a big old door. Oh, no, I do. It's a heavy-looking stone door marked with a 7-pointed star.
Why are these things everywhere?
What do you see with your goggled eyes?
How do we open this thing?
It is a big old door.
Hopefully it's not locked.
It requires a strength check. It's very heavy.
I can't open it.
I've been
What's
very
over
bad
this?
at this in the past.
Wooden door.
I've been terrible with doors in the past.
I can do it.
Good God, it's continuing.
You're trying to push. You can't.
Don't worry, I can do it.
Spider just comes over and opens the door.
Doors are my worst enemy.
as you open the door to a massive room, and you do see, just at the edge of your dark vision, a familiar guard. Currently not wearing guard armor, lashed to a pole that goes from roof to ceiling, or roof to floor, and covered in all sorts of injuries. And allow me to describe this room. This immense hall is an unexpected break from the rough stone walls of cavern and cave. The rectangular chamber is 50 feet wide and 100 feet long, with rib-like spines arching up to a vaulted ceiling of 50 feet overhead. The room's floor is loose soil, while the wall opposite the doors is carved with an immense bas-relief of a seven-pointed star. Throughout the room, 7 15-foot tall tree trunks have been driven into the ground like immense stakes, their sides carved with countless more stars. Each trunk has been fitted with an iron ring, from which dangle chains affixed to manacles. Next to each trunk stands an iron brazier filled with smoldering coals, a long branding iron, its tip also featuring the seven-pointed star, leans against each brazier.
Do I see anything in this room?
You see the guard.
I'm looking for anything above the ceiling, below the ceiling.
Hoopacha!
Make a perception.
Hit it!
Ah!
You don't see anything.
I've stealthed into the room.
Right. I guess quietly we'll go into the room.
I will point out the door was very loud as it opened.
Too late now.
Well, hopefully he thinks it's just a giant or something.
As you go there,
Okay.
emerging out of the floor, in a more modern description, as if going up on an elevator, this giant just emerges from the dirt below.
Oh boy.
Roll for initiative.
What a thing to have happened.
Oh my gosh, I'm in the worst position.
And he's huge, so
Hey,
he's
man,
got
throw your
15-foot
daggers.
reach.
Yep. As this guard, barely clinging to consciousness, looks over and begins crying a little bit.
The heroes of Sandpoint have come for you.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have my token. Just a second.
It's on there.
Oh. That's a 19. Wait, I rolled first. I forgot to select Thermish's token.
At least we're all going before him, huh?
He does get a surprise round. Actually, no, that was his surprise round is emerging.
Hmm.
Because that was his move.
And don't forget to throw your daggers when you roll initiative.
I get to attack with my dagger.
Yes!
Is it specifically a throw, or?
It is
Isn't it attack?
an attack, yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Am I flanking?
No, since Smithers isn't threatening just yet. Since he
Yes,
hasn't
yeah.
acted.
Okay. Do I get sneak attack because he wasn't expecting it? I'm just wondering.
You do get sneak attack because this is rolling as... Wait, no. As initiative is rolled, he would technically be underground and you would not see him.
Oh wait, no, I can't be. I have a feat. I have a feat that allows me to. No matter what turn it is, I get to act. So would I get sneak attack?
Wait, what feat?
It's a rogue talent.
Were you?
I
Do you
made
act
it
during the
so-
surprise round?
I act during the surprise round.
Oh, right. So you...
Would I get flank? Would I get?
What you could do is, so you wouldn't be able to make your free surprise round attack, or your free initiative attack, because when initiative was rolled, he was underground. But on your turn, since you would have gone before him, you could have used your turn to ready an action to attack him once he's emerged.
That's fine.
So technically it would be after he acts, though, unfortunately, since he is emerging when it happens.
I'm guessing 17 doesn't hit.
It does not.
All right.
It's a good thing this guy has a terrible initiative modifier. Thermish.
He's real close. He's real
Yes.
close.
You're in
And
his range.
reach is 15 feet.
5, 10, 15.
That will provoke.
Why? I'm not leaving his range.
You're moving through it. That's how it works with Pathfinders. If you move, if you're in the threatened area and you move out of the threatened area without any 5-foot stepping or withdrawing, then it provokes.
Each square is a threatened area.
Okay. I'm still in his range of threatening. It's not like I'm leaving.
Yeah, sorry, it's different than 5th edition.
I think it makes
can't
more
just
sense
move-
than how 5th edition does it.
Yeah, you can't just run around to somebody without them having any say.
Okay, so he gets an attack.
All right, he's swinging
Oh
his
boy, you
favorite
took
club.
that?
I don't know how to not take it.
For
Wait, is
you
there a
can technically
disengage?
you could technically attempt a acrobatics to move by, but you would have to move half speed though, and you'd have to beat his CMD with an acrobatics check, which may be difficult.
You know, instead, can I just 5-foot step here?
Yes.
Pulling out my spear. I'm sorry, Smithers. I was trying to avoid this, but I'm going to go through and make a stab with my spear.
He's got fantastic saves.
All right, that does not hit, unfortunately, even with
Flanking?
the flanking bonus. I have not done his macro with power attack. I need to do the math real quick.
Additional 2 for every 4 bab.
Yeah.
Or 3 if
Actually,
it's a two-handed
additional
weapon.
3 since he's wielding a brick club. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's only if it crits does it get the screech.
Yeah. All right. All right. Then the nice thing about this is that Thermish is threatening, so you will get sneak attack if you hit him.
Even if I didn't have my spear, I was be threatening. Cause
Oh
I'm
yeah, 'cause you got
threatening at any
unarmed strike.
time.
Yeah.
War Razor time.
The first one does not strike. However, the second one does. What are you penalizing with the second strike?
Oh, I get sneak.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't bring it up. I swear I just attached it to the.
Oh yeah.
Do you have show notes selected?
Nah, I think I just clicked on it. Okay. So I will do. I'll reduce his attack.
All right. Unfortunately, the 21 does not hit. With your third attack. Or technically 23.
I hate these high AC guys. What am I rolling, by the way? 8.
I mean, that's why you're
Pathfinder
supposed to
gets high
penalize AC.
Wait, do I
penalty.
crit? Did I crit?
You didn't get that second attack.
Oh yeah,
since
I
you
didn't.
rolled-
I'm sorry, I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Then,
I was.
or sorry, Sicko.
Sicko with blood rage. Blue
Right now, his
Drage.
attention seems to have been turned towards Ven, who hit him.
I'm gonna step next to Ven and benefit from this flanking bonus. Why is this? Oh, it's because I'm not. Yep. Some terrible rolls. That's actually a 22 on the first attack, if that hits.
A 22 with the flanking bonus?
22 with the flanking is 24.
That hits. For 24 damage. And the 24 also hits.
Does he possess spells?
He does not.
Okay.
And he is bloodied as you start bashing into him, and his attention quickly turns to you.
Come
you
on!
Notice these, what first look like tattoos are actually some sort of brand that are glowing. All these marks, these rune marks on them. Spiders.
Smite evil.
He activates. He is indeed evil.
I'll put that buff on. And attack!
Oh boy, those all hit. Oh boy,
Nice.
those all hit. Oh god, those all hit.
Hurrah!
As Spiders
You are
just, like,
evil!
yeah, obliterates this guy's leg. He is dead.
Wow, such a cool entrance for such a mediocre man.
He didn't even get a turn.
I was so afraid he would have killed one of us.
He probably
'cause he
could
was
have if
right
he got a
there.
chance. But yeah, no, he goes down all thanks to a little gnome and very powerful smite.
What? How many attacks does that guy get?
He gets 3 of them.
Okay, and I can only imagine how much damage it does as a huge creature.
Yep.
With a great
Any
club.
magical items?
Yep.
Looks that's my
Checking him for magical items. His club is indeed magical.
Take the club.
It is a +3 great club.
All right, while you're doing that, I'll smash this guy's chains.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I knew you'd come for me.
We wouldn't leave
Looking
you.
at him, he is currently unarmored. You can very clearly see he has been branded with the 7-pointed star.
Smithers, we need some healing for this guy. What's your name,
Right,
soldier?
stop 1 second.
I'm Chino.
Yeah, he was part of my regiment.
There he is. Chino.
Chino. I think he said Cheeto.
Cheeto. You know, like my favorite cheesy snack. Just kidding.
Right, we're gonna leave you with some dwarves who are gonna keep track of you, and
Yeah,
then
we need
we'll be
you.
back and take you home.
He kind of he leans heavily on you. He is in bad shape.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
mostly carry him.
Yeah. He goes with you without any sort of complaint.
He held him.
Nice. He is actually fully healed, but still very exhausted.
Did it get rid of the branding at all?
No.
We'll have to take off that branding when we can.
Yeah, you might need to have Father Xantus take a look at that.
Yeah, let's get him back to town. You did well, soldier.
Thank you.
He's the one that killed the giant, right?
I think so.
I think he killed a giant.
He is among the people who did end up being the few soldiers in town who actually
Did he level
anything.
up?
I
Did
think
he?
technically throughout this entire thing, he would come back as like a. He would come back with a couple levels, yeah.
Yeah, let's make him the strongest soldier and make him captain of the guard. That's my plan.
He has been
We
through. He could definitely. You could give him a good recommendation to be like a good lieutenant to the sheriff.
Totally. I'm going to give him some of my plus arrows and plus giant bane because he helped me out a lot.
Yeah, this guy has been through a lot more than any normal Sandpoint guard will ever go through.
He's going to...
I will take my take out my blanket and wrap it around him since he doesn't seem to have much clothing.
Yeah, he's got like his like undies on. That's about it.
Yeah, I'll wrap my blanket around him and then mostly just
Was there
carry him
anything
back to
else
the
on this
dwarves.
guy?
Nope, just a big old club and some rags.
All right. I guess we'll start sneaking back.
Yep.
Chino does his best to be as quiet as possible.
Here, right on your nut.
I think it's too small for me.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
carry him. It's fine.
All right.
And I can expedite this, as there is hardly an issue as you go back. Unless, of course, there's anything you'd like to do specific.
Is there any rope lying around? We might need that.
There's lots of chains.
I'll grab the chains.
Yeah, you'd have to break them off a bit, but you guys have like an adamantine thing, right?
I have an adamantine sword.
Yep, you could easily slice a chain with that, no problem.
Good thing I kept that.
Adamantine anything is always useful. You can get
Yep.
adamantine shears, which seem very nice because you can just like snip iron bars and stuff.
That would be
You
cool.
might have the craftsman change the sword into an adamantine shear. Who knows?
I will take the liberty of scooching you around. Anywhere specific you'd like to go from here? I guess
Back
I
to the
just-
I
dwarves.
think
Dropping the dude off at the dwarves.
Yeah,
and
so
then
the
down
kobold-
to the green.
the kobold room.
I will
Alright.
give the dwarves a +3 pickaxe and say this is a little bit better projection and not as. That is
One of
bad.
the dwarves, is actually like, oh, that's our captain's.
Dang it! I'm gonna.
That
lose
means they're going to
Okay.
keep that one, yeah?
They're gonna keep that, and I wouldn't be able to say anything about that.
Oh, actually, important thing. As you guys are going through this room, there are additional treasures I totally forgot about.
Oh, give me those. Give me.
Yes. So throughout the room, I'll describe it real quick. The cavern opens out to the east onto the bony tangle of the pit floor. A hanging dire bear fur over this exit is drawn open but can be pulled. Blah, blah, blah. The rest of the walls are lined with furs as well, including the floor, piled particularly high to form a mattress to the south. As well, there are many scalps, war trophies, preserved head of a frost giant, and a total of 100 dwarven beards. You also find a part of a marsh giant's grossly elastic but impressively tattooed hide, as well as bits of broken breastplates from plate armor of at least a dozen different warriors, as well as a total of 33 different shields, each marked with a name of each marked with different names. You do find
Any of these magical shields? That way, we get Brody some more defense.
none of them are magical.
They probably
Dang.
belong to the
One
dwarfs.
of them is magical. One of them is magical.
Okay, what is
And
it?
as you look at it, you can make a knowledge nobility check if you'd like.
Anyone familiar with that?
As it looks like a very well decorated shield.
Why not? Wham! Seems about right.
Damn. No, nobody knows.
It's Brody's turn.
Nope.
Okay, what is the shield?
It is a +1 arrow catching heavy steel shield.
Is that better than a what does Brody have?
I think Brody's got like a plus something.
2. It's a +2.
Yeah. If you guys aren't really dealing with a lot of arrows, so.
No, we deal with rocks. No
Which would
arrows.
still count because it's all missiles, right?
I believe. Hold on.
Wait, then could I catch rocks with my gloves?
No, you need specifically rock catching, which is a different thing. Ranged weapon. Oh, ranged weapon attacks it. It has a. Oh, okay. Interesting. So technically it would because it's a projectile. Also, anyone who targets anyone within 5 feet of him with a ranged weapon instead targets him.
Oh!
So it might be better just to get that on his current shield.
Yeah.
Would he want to use that for now is the thing.
Oh, and it also gets a +1 to his AC against ranged weapons.
What's his shield right now?
His shield right now, I think, is a +2 light heavy shield.
I don't know what's better. What would be better?
So it's either one AC. That's 1 AC or arrow catching.
Oh, he has a +2 champion shield, so he's already getting a big bonus to AC against people he's smiting.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
it's mithril, so it's doesn't have an armor.
It's a
penalty.
mithril shield.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot he spent a ton on that shield. Yeah.
Okay, no.
So maybe
I'll
just
keep the shield.
arrow catching upgrade in the future.
Yeah.
I'll keep the shield. Anything else in the room?
No. Other than like the tons of armor around, you could probably sell for something, but it's dented. It's probably not even worth it.
Can you write down the shield?
The dwarves might want some of this.
That is.
Well, we'll just stave. We'll explain it to them later.
What?
Do we want to take their beards to them?
I feel like that would be rude.
I thought so too, but I
Hand
never
out 100
know.
beards. All right, these are labeled. Pick your name.
Which one are you?
Make sure you're honest now.
All right, let's just drop him off and continue.
Yeah, could we also just drag some of the armors to the dwarves as well, in case they're...
Wait,
That is easy enough with your bags of holding.
my bag of holding.
Yeah.
We only have one.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll scoot you over. as you, I'm guessing, escort Chino there, so he doesn't get ambushed by any Fae.
Yeah.
And he accompanies the dwarves.
Here, can you take care of him? Here's some armor.
Thank you. They start distributing it.
And then I mentioned the pickaxe because I'm not going to go back on what it said.
Oh, so you're saying they can keep it?
I would like it back, but if it's someone who knows,
It's our
Yeah,
captain, so we would
yeah.
prefer.
yeah, you guys can take it back.
Thank you.
Let me just delete that. I do want the Great Org stuff back.
Yep, you can take anything else back.
As soon as we get out of this place, because I want you guys to have weapons.
Good luck in there.
Yep, if we find anyone else, we'll let you know. Oh, we were going the right way.
Apparently. Well, because we needed to go down. We thought we needed to go up.
Yeah.
Because I assumed he'd be in the Black Tower. Apparently he's not.
In this room, the tunnel widens here into a gallery with the walls of which are streaked with glittering veins of mica. To the north, 4 large mounds of furs have been arranged. A nimbus of bones and bits of half-eaten food lies strewn around each.
I thought this was the tanning room.
That's below us.
Tanning room was that way.
That's where the ogres were.
Anything magical in here?
No.
have
Except
to
for the magic of natural mineral deposits.
Should we wait? This is unexplored territory.
That's usually where I go. Sorry, I had him selected too. So
Oh yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
I'll stealth too.
Everyone can stealth. You all have the decent bonuses.
Wait, who got the Cloak of Elven
Do you
Guide?
want me to just put that +5 in?
I thought it
Yeah.
was me.
You would prefer
Yes,
it.
it is. Thermish, you got it.
You would just prefer the +5 in.
Yeah, it's easier.
I have a +5 in my miscellaneous, so it's easy
Same.
to remember where it is and just take it off.
That is the correct thing to do. The new Roll20 sheets have like an item tab for skills, which is very nice.
You mean the correct sheets?
The correct sheets.
That's spellcraft. I'll take that. Oh, that's a 1.
That's still a 1, but you don't. That one failed stealth or skill checks, so you might be okay.
Do you want me just to take the Elven Cloak on?
Yeah. Since it's already included, so we don't get confused.
And then let me click on Smithers. I already added his stealth, so.
Very good. Or he doesn't have a Cloak of Elvenkind.
Oh, he does.
Does he?
Yeah, he just got it.
No,
that was
Thrimish
given
has
to
it.
Thrimish.
Oh, Thermish has it? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Let me take that. I thought he couldn't use it, so.
Still 22.
Yeah, 22 is still very good. And you guys can continue on. As you are now all sneaking together like a family of
Wait.
thieves.
Wait a minute. Where's this tab?
What?
Do I have a skill? Yeah, I think I have a skill. Never mind. Never mind. I'm keep going. Yeah, I'm
Go
stealthing.
on, go on. This hall, the walls of this passageway are hung with furs. To the southeast, the tunnel constricts and slopes down sharply.
Well, this seems like a trap.
What's in the holes?
They're concealed by furs. So technically you shouldn't be able to see through them.
Lighting layer mistake. Classic.
Bing, bing.
Oh, can I proceed?
Yes. As you
Perception.
guys move along quietly. Yeah, make a perception.
I know all.
As you're going along, and Sika was about to bring up something about, something.
Oh, feels like a trap.
Yeah, feels like a trap. Then you cover his mouth. You can hear the sounds of creatures in these areas waiting. They do not know you're there.
I make the gesture of monsters, and I point to each of these sections.
Tell me, what is the gesture of
universal
monsters?
monster gesture.
Tell me, please.
The point of the gestures at the furs and I.
Does like a little like claw jump attack move.
What do we want to do?
I guess continue. Sika will just kind of gesture ahead, maybe.
Right, slow.
As you guys go very slow and quiet.
And I get after being silently told off by Van, Sika will just make sure everyone behind him knows. Shush. Just put his finger.
Sorry, Smithers is probably behind you, but I'm just kind of. I don't want to keep grabbing him.
That is a-okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys go down to the next level.
Yeah, we missed out on all that XP.
Too bad there's no XP in this campaign.
I know, too bad.
I prefer it that way because that means you guys don't have to feel pressured to do fights that you really just don't have to.
No, yeah.
Unless we're murder hobos.
I mean, you really could. I mean, there's a lot of people here who do deserve to die. I gotta fix this floor, your guys' scales a little bit, since this place is a bit smaller.
Yeah, sorry, Stone Giant Mom. We're murder hobos.
Maybe if we didn't, almost die every encounter. Sika. Maybe
Are you kidding? Smithers gets hit twice and he takes more damage than I do.
Yeah, he does.
You enter a deeper section. As you look around, you see that the is there actually
Can't
a
see
word in the
anything.
description for this?
Right click ping.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. I don't know why.
What?
The right click ping thing.
Oh no, that's just so you don't have to hold alt click or shift click anymore. You can just right click ping, move ping or something. Focus ping.
Anyway, the gradual change from natural cavern to work stone is finally complete after the long spiraling descent into the depths. You guys go down for a while. Where the walls meet, hard angles have been polished away to smooth but tight arcs that somewhat soften the transitions from wall to wall or floor to ceiling. With no hard lines defining edges or rooms, this place seems subtly alien.
So Thessalonian, right?
You can make a knowledge engineering or history.
Would I gain stuff for wait, isn't there Thessalonian near us?
We've been in Thessalonian ruins before.
Yes.
Could I make a local
Very
check
good.
then?
Wow. I'll
Because that's kind of what I bumped up because
You know what?
of
Yeah, I'll let you do
the
a
old man.
local strictly because you were friends with Broderick Quink and he might have said something about it.
I was taught by him to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Thessalonian.
So I'll give you a it'll be a higher DC, but I'll let you try it. With local. Yeah.
Wow.
It's anyone's guess.
Let's get the freaking expert that has +2 in all the archaeological stuff.
Yeah, these hallways you're in are quite
It was history, right?
history.
Never mind.
Nope.
He knows.
Oh boy, I like our highest roll was a natural 1.
Yep.
Anyway,
All right. I noticed these holes, right?
Yeah, they're just areas of where the walls have worn down.
did she mention anything about this area?
No, she should have. I forgot. Explicitly mentioned that no one else is allowed down here.
Oh, so this should be just Muck Murrian?
Yes, or anything else that might be here
Like
that
demons.
doesn't go up.
Can Smither sense evil?
Well, I guess she would have said that sometimes giants do come down, but they don't come back the same.
Oh,
Can Smithers doesn't he have an ability to sense evil?
Yes, he can detect evil. Within a 60-foot cone, he can just kind of wave that around.
Yep, he's doing that.
Yep. No evil. It does not go through walls.
It doesn't?
Of a certain thickness, no. It's more useful for finding out if something is evil or not.
Yeah. Okay. How many times can he do that a day?
Infinite.
Okay. So it is it's our magic sense.
he's probably down because those holes aren't big enough for him.
Yeah, but what else could be hiding in there? I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna stealth up and check real quick.
Sure.
All right. You see an empty room.
I'm gonna check inside the room stealthily and look inside.
Last time I entered an empty room, I almost got my head chopped off.
Perception, you said?
Yes. I just gotta check a thing real quick.
I think I messed up. Sorry, I think I had already put it my stealth +5 in already.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's what I had assumed. That's okay.
I'm really sorry about that.
It's a-okay. You've blown any stealth checks out of the water so far anyway, so I don't think it would have mattered. All right. Yep, you just see a room with the edges are, once again, filed almost. Curved.
What?
Like, there's no strict edges. Like, every time there's, like, a corner, it's, like, filed to a smooth, corner.
What's in the room?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not even on the ceiling?
Not even on the ceiling.
Right. Weird. Alright, let's continue.
Peering into this room, let me describe it real quick before you enter.
I'm sneaking, by the way.
Yes. A pair of double doors stands in the southern wall of this room. The floor is made of glossy, polished black and gray marble. To the east, you don't see that. But there is nothing in the room compares to the curious effect that its walls have. Looking into the room, it's bizarrely impossible to judge the chamber's exact dimensions. Any wall looked at directly remains stable, but through your peripheral vision, the walls everywhere else seem to stretch away into impossible, infinite gulfs, as if the room itself were somehow unhooked from its own physicality. The sheets of pale light that flicker across the walls only add to the disorienting effect.
Is this place magical? She looks over at Thermish.
Yes.
It does not.
As you step there,
I was looking in the room. I was going to peek my head out. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Sorry.
as you do peek your head out, roll for initiative and make a fortitude save.
And make a fortitude save, and I get to throw my dagger.
Yes, yes, you do. However, the fortitude save is important first. All right. As you peer through the room and you see this creature here, now that your head is in this room, your perception is here. You quickly find that your sense of scale is very, very off. As you're looking at this creature, you can't tell if it's getting further, closer, or you're getting smaller or bigger. Everyone else, you can see Ven shrinks a little bit.
Oh.
You are small now.
Do I still hit with my attack, by the way?
Technically, you get a +1 to your attack. So that hits.
Does that confirm? That's the question.
Funny thing, it confirms because you got small.
You also get an additional to your AC.
Yes. However, you also get you only do 1d3s instead of d4s. So re-roll. Roll me 2d3s to replace the damages with.
Oh, do I get sneak attack?
Yes.
That stays the same, right?
Yes.
So it's whatever your
Okay.
2d3s are plus the 20.
Yeah. So
2d3s.
yeah, roll me 2d3s. Max damage anyways. You do 26 with the crit. And 27 with the sneak attack. And you bloody this thing immediately. However, turn order begins and it's his go. As this
Oh wait, did you shrink me?
yes.
Okay.
This guy looks like it looks like a hill giant, but as if his body is being stretched to its absolute limits. And he lumbers almost as if in a daze as he moves towards you. And suddenly the runes that you see engraved on his body begin to glow, and he begins to shift a little. He can move very quickly. Ooh, does a 35 confirm a crit?
Yes, it does.
Take 43 damage as you are pummeled with a huge club. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
You take 21 more damage as he smacks you down with a club once again. You watch as Ven peeks around the corner, shrinks, and then is pummeled brutally. Sicka.
Yeah, Sika starts by like almost having to stifle a smile. Watching Ven shrink is just kind of a funny sight. And is very quickly replaced with a frown.
As you see him getting the crap beat out of him.
Let's do that's 20.
You are subjected to this room's twisting geometry. Make a fortitude save.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, what kind of AC do I have?
You get a +1.
Okay, that still hit. 22 still hit.
23 plus maybe some other stuff.
It's a spell.
You run in and you are able to keep your wits about you. Is it really a fortitude save? That seems to make less sense. I guess because it's reduced person technically.
It's shrinking you, yeah.
Different. Oh! Shit. Make a will save also then. And also make a will save Sika.
Crap.
Okay. Let's see. This is a spell like
So 19.
19. That is still not enough. As you guys enter, the visuals are nauseating. Which means you can only take a move action on your turns.
Okay, so I just lost my action.
Yep. And that will last Ven 2 turns, and that will last Sika only 1. So
what's going on?
you are nauseated.
Nauseated, what does that do?
You can only take a move action on your turns.
Okay. Well, I guess I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go there.
Yeah, as you walk in and just seeing infinite gulfs in your periphery is extremely disorienting and distracting.
Yeah, Sika just staggers his last 5 feet.
You also notice in this room, Ven in your periphery doesn't necessarily really look small to you.
Okay.
It's very weird. Like, it doesn't look that weird. Thrimish.
Can't do anything against something I can't see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can see it. Do I need to do anything?
No, you have not been fully subjected to the room's geometry. You still have this corner as an anchor point, essentially.
Nice. Lovely to know it's the room that's doing things and not other stuff. Seeing this man and seeing how much he pummels and hurts and does all that fun stuff, I am going to surround him and a wall of fire.
Alright. He will take the immediate 2d6 plus 10, right?
It's 2d6 plus 10 if he moves through it. It's 2d4 when it comes in.
Oh, okay.
It's the 2d6 if you include him in its space.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's when it appears, he takes the moving through damage.
Nice. He takes 22 damage.
Alright, yes, he is damaged. He does not seem to flinch at all as pain occurs to him.
That is my turn.
Alright, Ven, you can only take move actions right now. I'm guessing you 5-foot step.
5-foot step, and then can I move or
No.
5-foot step? And then, am I still nauseated?
You are still nauseated and still small.
Fudge.
However, now as you leave the room and not subjected to the geometry, now you realize, oh fuck, I'm small. Yanup and Smithers.
I'm coming in.
Alright, that'll be a fortitude and a wisdom. Or will, not wisdom. And it does provoke.
He did the thing. He said the thing.
What? No! It's Pathfinder, not D&D, I promise. They're completely different. As
those
he
pass?
moves in... he is indeed nauseated as he comes in.
I don't feel so good.
The room is far too distracting.
Is it an illusion effect?
No.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't he get against... Oh.
Yeah. And he provokes as he comes in. The guy swings a club down and rolls a natural 1. Now on his turn, he swings at Smithers. Ooh, a 19 does not confirm a crit on Smithers, thankfully. I don't think a 23 hits. However, he does swing 3 times as the runes on his body glow. His body seems to deteriorate slightly as it does so. He swings a 3rd time for a total of 45 damage on Smithers. As his club is swinging around like insane, splintering as it bashes into Smithers. Sicko.
So I'm no longer nauseated because it's the one turn?
Yep.
Okay. Take that off. Blood Rage. And do some full round attacks. Does 21 hit?
21 does not hit, but the first one does, right? You get the plus 2.
Oh, yeah, 24. Yeah.
All right, thanks to that, you hit and knock him out.
I finish him. I don't want him waking up again.
All right.
Yeah,
However,
That was terrible.
just as you are about to, the fight's not quite over yet.
Oh.
Oh, no.
As just kind of emerging out of the southern wall, this horrible metal creature just walks out as if it were air.
Great. I still use my remaining attacks to finish this guy.
Fair enough. You do indeed. Thermish.
That thing's made of metal. Lightning and metal don't normally mix, well, don't go well against each other. Why is Break Enchantment gotta be... Why is Break Enchantment gotta be that long? I'm not good against metal!
You could make a knowledge planes if you want to identify this guy.
Can you dispel magic or anything?
No,
Not for a minute.
not for a minute.
Take it.
Nope.
And either he'll be dead or will be dead by that minute.
You don't know what the hell this thing is.
Let's see if this... Let me read something real quick. Sorry, I'm reading something. Saying if this will work on it. Okay, this is nothing against things. Just centered on it.
Ooh, interesting. All right. It will make a will save. It succeeds
Dang it.
with a 25. And
That's all I can
then,
do.
I'm just gonna throw up the corner.
all right, yeah, you are at the end of your turn no longer nauseated. You
I
know,
don't feel so
Spiders.
good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so good.
We'll move right here.
All right, at the end of his turn, no longer nauseated. This guy
Mr. Stark.
will look around, look over here, with very much intelligence in his eyes, and throw up a gout of lava over you, Sika, and it lands right on Thermish and Ven.
Shoot, I'm dead.
You guys make me reflex saves. Ven, thank God you have evasion, as you take none of this. Thermish,
Throw
what
up,
do you
turn
call?
around, and dodge the rest of the lava.
Stick to the wall, friend.
Thermish, you take 40 damage as you are melted by what is not simply lava, but liquid metal.
It's pure liquid metal.
Yes.
Wait, do you have heat resistance or anything?
Nope.
Oh. Is it just Sika?
I don't have that yet either.
You don't even have heat resistance? I thought you had heat resistance.
Oh, I have acid, lightning, and cold.
Wow,
Basically
stuff
everything
that
but
we
heat.
have not seen in this campaign except for cold.
Yeah.
Sika.
Right. 5 foot full round strike Amadoo hickeys.
Dragon doohickeys.
Probably enchanting my weapon with any of these probably isn't going to do anything, so just regular attacks. Does a 23?
One misses. The 30 hits.
Okay.
23 does not.
Okay. Probably just vital strike this guy in the future.
Wait, nope, hold on. Possesses spells and spell-like abilities. That does hit.
That
That's
increases the damage. Yeah.
Damn. And you do technically get the +1 attack versus evil outsiders, but that barely still misses.
Oh, evil outside. So the 24 still misses?
24 barely misses.
Okay. But he still takes the extra 3 damage from the second attack.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Thermish.
Evil outsider.
The puddle of liquid beneath you has quickly hardened into useless scrap. It does not seem like it will be anything more than difficult terrain.
Okay. Upcast around it with a not wall of fire, but wall of ice.
All right. Roll that damage.
Wall of cold air.
Wall of cold. I changed the fire descriptor to cold to ice, so
Yep. Frost wall.
17.
Slightly
17.
chilly wall.
He is chilled slightly, however, does not seem to have a full effect on him.
Mmm.
Then
Here I was thinking ice wouldn't have an effect on. I mean, fire wouldn't have an effect on.
Oh, the evil outsiders thing also affects damage.
yes, I'll add an extra one. Thank you.
I don't really have any. Time to throw some daggers, I guess.
You chuck a couple daggers. Ping! Bounces off.
Oh, that's sneak attack. Sorry, I was clicking on a different one.
Yeah, that's fine. Bounces right off his body. Ping! Ooh. Ooh, the 32 hits. Doesn't confirm, but it does hit.
Wait. Yep, okay.
Oh, I will minus the 4 ice damage, because that ice damage does not go through.
Ice damage does not go through. Okay.
Yanup and Smilers can now act normally.
If he charges, does anything happen? Or
If it charges, he will provoke, but he gets a +2 to his attack and a -2 to his AC.
Or he can, yeah.
He could walk
You
around.
saw
It would still provoke, but he would then be flanking still, at least.
that's what his plan was.
All right.
Writes over and comes right there. He'll take the
Goes
attack.
around. The guy turns around with its big tummy mouth and tries to bite Smilers, but misses.
Kya!
Just the first one, but that still hits. All right, on his turn, looks at Sika, gives you a big old bite with the tummy mouth. Do you have any armor on?
I have armor on, yes.
What kind of armor is it?
Mithril chain.
Cool. Make me a reflex save.
Okay.
All right. As he bites into you, you can see it melting through your armor.
Okay.
Oh.
Do I take damage?
Yes, you take 12 damage.
Okay. Blood frenzy.
Gotta double check how much. Okay, what's your armor bonus?
+5.
Okay. Your armor is about halfway broken. And he then will bite you with his normal mouth. The 19 hit.
Yeah.
For 10 damage, and then he'll swing 2 claws your way for 16 damage.
From 2 attacks?
Yes, so, yeah.
Okay. See, I could deal with that a lot easier. Multiple little attacks?
Yeah. Stick it.
That's what I'm good at. Yeah. Don't touch my armor, bro. And I think I'm just gonna Vital Strike this guy because he has a really high AC. 20. Oh, it's 25.
Vitally strikes?
Yeah, that's a 25 because he's an evil
27
outsider.
with flanking.
Right.
And +3 on the first attack, right? Or is that already included?
That's included in the Vital Strike.
So,
He didn't take his cold damage for the start of his turn either.
Oh, yeah, roll that. He is unaffected.
So the 27 hit him.
Yes.
Okay.
Thrimish. As this
Lot
guy
of-
is looking rather injured.
Wand of Acid Arrow.
Brilliant.
Because everything I've tried is not working very well.
All right.
Acid might work.
Yeah.
That hits.
That's what you should have an acid wall. That would have been cool.
As it hits him, you watch as the acid sprinkles upon the surface of metal and drips down harmlessly.
Oh. Well, good thing you didn't.
I really have nothing I could use against this guy, guys.
Then,
Have you tried lightning yet?
No,
Ba,
not yet.
ba, ba.
that was second one does hit, does not crit.
And I'll throw one more King Dagger. Oh, just 27 confirmed.
27 does confirm.
All right. Yeah.
Damn. Good job. As you manage to kill it. And it goes clattering down messily onto the floor before fading away.
Am I big again or no?
Nope. Still small.
That thing actually took a chunk of my armor.
If it had done one more damage, it would have counted as broken.
Oh boy.
Can we mend it?
I can't.
Well, go in then.
I said can't.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
Is there anything further in there, guys?
A door.
There is a door here, yes, as well as some debris of a collapsed tunnel.
Smithers,
Just
if maybe
I guess I
5
have to step
charges.
Yep. Make your will and fortitude save.
Do I have to make one coming back into the room?
No. You're a bit more used to it. And being inside, you don't feel quite as small. You are not nauseated, Thermish. However, entering, you are small.
I could also use a few hits of the healing. I'm down almost half.
I got 12 HP left.
Mm.
I'm like,
Oh, I just
think
realized
broke
something.
my ribs.
Oh, thank God.
The
It's
horse.
still the right size for Smithers.
Okay. So, who needs healing? Smithers needs healing. Then
Everyone, actually.
Dremish needs healing.
I was the least injured during that fight.
Can Thermish use a spell to heal us, or do we want to save that?
Let's
My
do the
healing is
slower
not
stuff.
nearly as high.
Because he's almost out of the wand.
Well, yeah, but it takes longer to use the wand, so his stuff is burst that we can use in combat. Now's the time. Who knows how much longer we have?
He has a moderate wound wand that he still has half, and he has another one. So let's start using. I guess let's complete minimum first. So who wants the minor cure
How
wounds?
many charges are left in the minor cure light wounds?
45.
Oh, 45 are left?
Yeah.
Hot damn. Okay, yeah, who's taking what?
I can take probably about 6 minors.
Okay. Throw 6 minors.
Thermish can officially take on 6 minors.
Oh no.
You're taking 2 more, Ven?
Yep.
Heal for 10. That's perfect. And Smithers will take 6. Oh, that's +2. +4 to that. So 23 for Smithers.
Not a great roll.
Gonna need more.
I do another 3.
Oops, I did 6. For the
Well-
first 3, that'll be 6, 9, 3, so 18. Heal him for 18. See where he is from there.
He could use 2 more.
Alright, then give him the 5.
And just give him the 5.
Yeah.
How much HP does he have? How much HP does he have? His
Oh, did you
90.
give him the 20 or the 18 before that?
I
You're supposed
Plus-
to. Here, I'll add it. No, perfect. Peaceful.
Right. Is everyone good?
There's 9 charges left. Does anyone need anything else?
Yeah, unless you have a cure armor.
I'm good.
Man, it really wouldn't help if we had a wizard.
I don't know why that would help.
I don't know.
That really didn't make any sense.
I don't ask me.
Wizards can cast mending.
Yeah,
Sure.
that was my thought process. Wait, is there a hole in this wall?
Over here there is a big ol'.
No, I meant right here. I just touched the wall.
I touched the wall. No.
Oh, where the what guy came in?
Yep, and then I go back. All right, I'm guessing this is boss fight time.
I don't know. There still seems to be a lot of map left.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
What are you? What do you mean map left?
Sika hopes it's boss fight time.
Yeah. I guess before you open that door, this would be a pretty decent spot to stop.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, adventurers, for watching. If you liked, please leave a like down below. If you want to see more of our channel, check out some of our other stuff. And until next time, We'll see you around the campfire.
See ya.
Bye.